then I just kind of kept going.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I kind of had the same thing. I basically saw the tape. I think at it was like a VHS tape at like the video store or something, and I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
this looks cool. You know, like laser swords. I didn't even know what that was. I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I'm like, I'll watch this, and then I'm like, oh, there's more of them. This is
Yeah,
cool. So yeah.
I was pretty caught up with the spaceships, honestly.
Hmm.
When I was probably like 7 or 8, I think, whenever I watched it the first time, and I thought the noise the Tie Fighters made was like the coolest thing. Um, I totally wanted to be a Tie Fighter pilot, you know, like when I was a kid, and then the prequels came out, and I was like, nothing but Darth Maul after that.
Yep, yep. All right. So I guess my second question is right there. So what is in all the I'm not going to say only 9 movies, like Rogue One, all the films. I'll even give Clone Wars, anything Star Wars. Who's your favorite character?
Does it have to be just one?
Uh, you could branch off, I guess.
Okay, so I talked about thinking that I wanted to be a pilot and stuff as a kid,
Yeah.
but then I watched the prequels and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh man, Darth Maul was the coolest thing to me, and that was all I cared about was lightsabers and stuff. It wasn't the spaceships anymore. Um, so he's hands down my favorite
Nice.
character, even the Clone Wars and stuff. But I like to separate the timeline from when Disney got the property. You know, not because I'm one of those fans of like Disney Star Wars or not, but I think that it's somebody else handling it. And when Rebels came out, like Kanan
Mhm.
Jarrus is like easily my favorite character that Disney has produced.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I really like Kanan. He was one of my favorites with the, all the post Death Star, post Empire, like remnants of the Empire kind of time. He was one of my favorites. That's awesome.
Well,
And Ezra.
I had a really I don't know how to say this, like I think when Disney got a hold of it, they wiped away a lot of the expanding universe. And I'm not one of those people that's like I'm so mad about that, but I was really attached to like Kyle Katarn.
Nice.
I loved those video games and stuff like that. Kyle was probably my favorite Star Wars character, and then they just swept him away. And I was like, well, I got to find something else to kind of like another character that I can relate to, kind of like I
Hmm.
did Kyle, and that was Kanan probably.
He sort of has that vibe. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a gunslinger. I think that
Yeah,
that
man.
that first season is really cool. I like how he hides the lightsaber on the belt and everything like that, and takes it apart.
Yes. Yes. I'm about to show everybody, yeah, who I am. Or whatever he says.
Yeah,
Awesome. Cool.
exactly.
All right. Nice.
All right. So now we're going to kick it over to Preston.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
We can hear you all right.
All right. Um, so my question for you, man, is what what exactly got you into cosplaying? Because we talked about you cosplaying and stuff. So I want to know what got you into that.
Um. Oh man. So that's all right. So when The Force Awakens came out, that's when I got my first lightsaber. That's actually when I started doing all the flow and all the stuff with the lightsabers. Was when that came out. That Halloween, I made my own Jedi costume or whatever, and I had like a stunt ultra saber kind of deal, and it just the ball kept rolling from there. But the thing that I really the experience I had before that was as a handler. My cousin was like building stuff. Like he built the Brotherhood of Steel armor from like Fallout and everything.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I
and
like
he
that.
couldn't see while he was wearing it, so like I had to make sure he didn't bump into people and stuff. So that was my exposure to going to comic conventions. He's like, "Hey, dude, you want to come help me not run into walls?" And I'm like, "All right." So, and then here we are, a couple years later, and I'm just building everything.
Right. Right on. Right on. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. It all started because he didn't want you to bump into stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I like that. So, are we doing a second question?
We are.
I'm sorry, I was having technical difficulties a second ago. Um, so, um, what would be something that what would be something that you're interested in doing in the future, Star Wars wise, that you haven't done yet?
Ooh, that I haven't done yet.
Right.
That's good. Okay, so kind of covering some of the stuff I have done. I've been, doing the spinning and stuff for years, and I've been doing several different costumes. I've done like Darth Maul costumes, original costumes. I've been working on trying to get a chapter of Saber Guild for my state. We don't have one here in South Carolina. But what I would like to do moving forward is I would like to do some fan film kind of stuff. I've spent a lot of time working on videography, photography, and fight choreography for like the last 9 months at least, just on the choreography stuff. And that is definitely something that is going to happen soon.
Nice. I love the choreographed videos. I always like watching those. I think those are so neat.
We have so here's the thing: is the ones that I posted are older things when we were practicing and learning, and like the stuff we got now is like straight fire. Like me and my dude Marcelino, we're like really good. We got good chemistry together doing this stuff. But the problem is that we never got a camera around because we're in the costumes at the events and stuff.
Right.
And it's been so hot. We live in South Carolina, so it's like 100 degrees all summer.
Right.
Nobody wants to wear a Jedi robe.
Right.
So we'll the weather's gonna cool off, and we've got some things that we're gonna do. That's why I say it will happen.
Dope. That's great, man. It's awesome to hear. Yeah, definitely look forward to that stuff. Because like I said, I love the choreographed videos. I like watching those. I've always been interested in sword play. Like that's why I was interested in the fire spin and the stuff that you do, because I grew up in martial arts and stuff. So a lot of that stuff is just really hits home to me as a personal like. So yeah, I enjoy all that, man. It's pretty neat.
The fire stuff is certainly interesting. I kind of got into that because of another guy in the Star Wars community. I think you guys might have heard of Darth before. I think is how you say it. James Kaiser.
Yep.
He was doing fire stuff before me, and I remember he pushed me to get the fire sword, and I was actually texting him the night that I lit it, and I'm like, hey, what do you like this with? Like, what do I need for safety? All of these things. Really, not very. I'm insured, by the way. Now I'm trained and professional now, but back then I was still learning, and he was kind of walking me through it.
Right. You were his Padawan in that sense.
Yeah, basically.
I get it. Yeah, I think I've seen him even do a couple of videos. So I think I've seen a couple of his videos.
He's great. He's a great character. He's a good friend and everything too. I wish that I had more time to keep things up. He's such a busy guy, and I'm so busy too. We used to talk a lot more. Right. We should really work together on something. I hate this, being on the other side of the country from people that I'm friends with like that. It sucks.
The internet connects us sometimes, but yeah, there's nothing for that physical being there together kind of thing. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that puts me on the spot now to hit Mark up with a couple of questions. So you do cosplay, you do all kinds of different characters. What has been your absolute favorite cosplay?
Oh man, my absolute favorite. It's gotta be
something you've done in the past or something you're gonna do.
Okay. It's hard to pick an absolute favorite because I tend to I have a rule. So maybe I should explain that first. I kind of have a rule when it comes to cosplay stuff, is that I will not cosplay something just because it's popular or new or something like that. If I do something, it has to be something that I like. If I was a kid, if I was 9-year-old me and I saw it, I would flip out. That's why I did Darth Maul the first time. Is like Darth Maul is my favorite character, and I would always see Darth Maul at cons and they couldn't do anything. You know, like they just do some basic stuff. I want to see Darth Maul doing the Darth Maul things. So that's what was my motivation, and is definitely probably my favorite cosplay and my favorite character, because all of this stuff that I'm doing is all related to that, you know, to that one character.
Excellent. So if you were in the Star Wars universe and you were to search out your own crystal to build your own lightsaber, what color would that lightsaber be?
Ooh, I think it would be probably blue. I know that's the lame generic answer, but I'm always like blue. That's if I'm doing Jedi stuff, it's got to be blue.
Right.
I like that Arctic blue kind of color that a lot of, like, I think LED wise.
So that kind of like tealish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
like
that royal blue.
Like the old school Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 4 lightsaber.
Yeah. I like the little bit of blue, a little bit of green somewhere in there.
Right. Yeah, that's actually my personal favorite as well. Is that almost like teal aquamarine kind of blue? Yeah,
and I'm weird too, because I like when I do red, I like it to be I like a deep red LED, or to keep it something close to it, almost magenta. You know, like when you look at Vader's saber in Empire, like it's almost pink. You know, and I like the reds to look like that.
Right. All right, so I guess that's our questions out of the way. Unless somebody else has something they want to ask. I know Jake in the comments. He's following you. You probably know him as Gin and Tonic.
Oh yeah, I know Gin and Tonic. I almost wore the shirt. Honestly, I should have. I was like, he's not going to see it.
And he says, "Mark, do you do things?"
Oh yeah, of course. He knows. He follows me.
He knows. He's just being typical Jake.
That guy does cool stuff too. Like his designs are awesome.
Yeah,
super nice guy.
He's a phenomenal supporter of a lot of the guys in the community, and is great.
He hooked me up with some stickers for my birthday. I think I got them when I do my fire shows. I have a speaker, and it's like a big party speaker, a really big one, and it's covered in all kinds of different stickers from different saber companies and people in the community and stuff like that.
Nice. So we're going to put you up here, and because we only ran out about 15-20 minutes on that, and if you got some stuff that you're working on that you want to show off, if you guys, because I know you've got some props.
Yeah, I got everything on hand, dude. Like I was ready.
See the stuffs.
So I was showing you. I think I showed you earlier. What's Josh? Is Josh the main guy?
Josh.
Yeah. What's you who just talked? What was your name? Josh?
Jeff.
Sorry, I knew it was a J. God, I'm awful.
It's all good.
So I showed you, but I was priming this helmet when we were doing the little thing the other night where we were talking, and now it's done.
Oh, dude, it came out sick.
Right?
That came out sick.
And I knew you were going to enjoy seeing that Preston completed.
Yes.
I did it blue. I know that the character usually has like a black color, but I'm like, dude, I was watching Titans, and I'm like, dude, I want it to be blue.
Yes.
So,
yeah, but it's funny that you did it that way, because not only did they do that in Titans, but if you go back to the original comic book, it was blue and orange.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted. As I hate that edgelord kind of stuff, all the dark colors. I want to walk in the room and I want it to pop.
Right.
So this is the preview, because I haven't even shown anybody other than you guys that I was doing that Deathstroke helmet. But here's the body armor, and I did all this today, like this morning. This is not done, obviously, but this is going to be the chest plate.
Dude, you're crushing it with
like
that.
This like plate armor section. I made it move so that I can bend and do stuff in it and everything like that. Right.
I
did a bunch of, like, if you can see, there's like etching and all that stuff's line work that I did.
Dude, you're killing it with that cosplay. That's gonna be deadly when it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna make the swords and everything. I didn't get to show you guys this the other night, and I was kicking myself after I got off the call because you guys are Star Wars nerds. So I did this. It's a Malgus style mask,
Nice.
and it does light up.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is cool.
I wanted something I could wear to the con.
Yeah,
when we were doing our saber fights at the con, and I wanted, to integrate the mask into my
That's so cool.
costume.
Right. Now was that most of that 3D printed, or is that craft foam?
Okay, so the Deathstroke, all that stuff was craft foam, but this is actually a mix of both. A little bit of both.
Okay.
This part here's 3D printed, so you got a good eye. You spotted it. But I didn't like the rig for it.
Right.
So I did that with foam. The strap that goes around and everything, that's all foam.
Well, and I mean, doing the strap out of foam would probably be a little more comfortable to wear for a long period of time.
Definitely is, and it's easier to So this is the issue I have with 3D printing, and anybody who does it for helmets and props probably knows, is that it is a pain to scale these things to fit your head. It's such a pain, and I almost prefer to just make it out of foam, because if it's made out of foam, I can cut a pizza in it, and piece it together or add some material in spots, versus 3D print where it's like you just gotta do it again, and it took 3 days.
Exactly.
Do it again.
Right.
But I think I showed you guys the Wolverine that I did.
Yes, you did.
That's 3D printed. That's pretty cool.
And that is deadly as well.
And I've got the Hellboy gun, of course, and that's 3D printed. And it's pretty neat. And you guys can see Hellboy behind me.
I love
I wear that, and I do a whole Hellboy thing. So they even got the shells for it.
I love that.
They're actually magnetic. I need to make the loader for it. He's got a speed loader that he wears on his belt.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But you're doing stuff at conventions, and you don't care about those things.
Right.
And we're talking Hellboy, so gotta have the hand. I did all the etching. This is actually one of the first foam props that I made, so this one's kind of special to me. I totally want to go back and redo it, but I don't have the time.
And it's still even though it's craft foam and it's one of the first ones you did, it came out phenomenally.
Yeah, it was something. It was honestly the crazy part is what you don't really look at, because I show you and I'm like, here, look at this side. Look at all the runes and stuff. But really, the hard part was this, is the hand. This, all of this was just absolutely a mess. Because this is like an ice cream sandwich. Pieces shoved together with filler in the middle that I had to sand down and honestly just reshape everything. It's amazing to me that it looks like cohesive, when if you saw the production stuff, it was horrible. It looked like a mess.
Well, and that's the nice thing about because I've watched some guys on YouTube that build props out of foam, helmets out of foam. The nice thing is when you glue everything together and you kind of start painting it, there is a lot of stuff that you can hide with certain tricks, right?
Yeah.
And that's the nice thing about.
I actually had a little issue here when I was doing this armor. If you look at this one little spot, I didn't like how it came out while I was etching it. And if you look at it, I actually just used a Dremel and did some damage in that spot.
Oh, wow.
So it'll just look like it just took some damage or something, got shot, something like that.
And
that's what I like about foam.
Yeah, because there is so much stuff that you can hide when it comes to foam.
Did somebody say Malgus? Yes. We have Malgus.
I have a face mask version of that.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do.
Yeah. I wear it sometimes during videos and stuff. Well, whatever. Depends if it's a Sith one or not.
and Fours actually has a Malgus font.
I was just playing it before.
Yes. Juggernaut's Wrath.
I might actually. No, I don't have that one. I have a Malgus font.
Welcome to my throne room.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta check out some of you guys' sound fonts and stuff. I need some new ones.
I got Wonder Woman releasing like
Oh,
probably by the end of the week.
You need to hook me up with the Deathstroke one.
You know what? I got you. I will just throw Deathstroke in the mix.
Nice.
We're always talking about it, aren't we, Jeff? All
Yep.
DC fans.
I know. You have like
I'm
an entire
working.
universe of DC fonts, and it's
yeah,
it's
he's the
stellar.
DC guy.
I'm working. I'm really working on getting that Arrow one, man.
Oh,
really
that would
trying
be cool.
all the
I want to
time.
hear that.
I have I other than the props that I have over here though, I do have some of my sabers on hand. I know you guys might be
Nice.
interested in that stuff because
Yes,
Oh, yes.
absolutely.
I definitely got mine here.
I've got two that I think are particularly of note. This one is the one that I got from my buddy John at Sabers Forever. And
Oh, nice.
this is completely made from scratch by him. Like he machined a tube of aluminum to this. It's all one piece except the pommel. And he etched it with, some details. It's got my initials in Arabesh. And the switch, these little electrical pins are the switches, and it's Profi. And
Nice.
it's got some, etching down here on the end. And this says that this weapon is your life. The Obi-Wan quote.
That's right.
That's the boot sound for it, actually. This is one of the sabers that, that video I got on TikTok with like 6 million views. The saber I'm using in it.
Oh, that's the one. Awesome.
Yeah, because I can do the contact moves with it, where it rolls over my shoulders and everything. And he actually made this to my exact specifications. I said I need it to be, this long. I need it to weigh this much, and have a kind of a counterbalance, So you get the illusion of have like those swords have counterweights. So when you're doing those contact moves where it's like on my wrist and stuff like that, you have to have that back weight. But this has the scale of a realistic lightsaber from the movies. All while having this is very heavy. I don't know if you can tell, but like it's very heavy. It's a very heavy lightsaber. Also, I have another saber from my friend. I guess he goes by Christian on social media. It's a Saberflux Workshop. I know him in person, and I call him Costa. And this is his design for doing contact moves, like we were just talking about with that, where I can, maneuver it around on my wrist and do the rolls around the neck and everything. Mm-hmm. This is made specifically for that stuff. And my most recent video, I think you probably would have seen me do stuff with this. I was also using it in a video a little while back. But yeah, those are two very unique lightsabers that I have, and you won't really just find floating around everywhere,
And they're gorgeous hilts, definitely.
Yeah, dude, never seen it.
I like the thing that. So, I was telling you the other night that most of us just recently got on TikTok, and I was flipping through my suggested, and you popped up, and it was the video of you. I think you were out in outdoors with like a foresty background. Yeah. And the thing that really blew me away was the rolls that you were doing with the hilt around your hand, and you weren't even holding it. Like literally just
he's using the force.
Yeah,
it just blew my mind.
Man, let me tell you guys. I've been doing this stuff for a while. I do stuff on Instagram, I do stuff at events and everything around here. And I just was like, one day just made a TikTok. Matter of fact, the actual truth behind it is that the guy that I got this from, he needed a commercial. And I told you guys I was doing videography stuff. And I said, listen, man, you are far better than I am at doing these things. And you have made a really cool lightsaber. Let me come out there and make you look like, you deserve to look, and make a commercial for you. And I did. While I was there, he said, why don't you go ahead and make a TikTok? And so I did. and then I posted a couple videos. They didn't do anything. I posted one, and 6 million views.
Right.
Now I have like 70,000 followers or something like that, and it's a bunch of angry nerds, man. This is a
all
bunch of,
all nerds are angry in some way.
they're so angry. Like everybody's so mad because like so here's the key to success. If you guys want to know how to get over on TikTok, this is the secret. I will tell you right now.
So while you're talking, I'm just gonna show everybody your Instagram page, and throw up a banner here on the bottom of your Instagram handle, and we'll pull up that video that actually caught my attention.
That one's probably over on TikTok, but but let me tell you guys, just real quick on TikTok. That's actually the saber I just showed you, the long handle one. But yeah, so what you need to do is you need to do something and you need to do it wrong. And then every nerd in the galaxy will come to tell you what you did wrong.
Interesting.
Right?
They'll be like, that would have cut off your hand. You'd be sliced to pieces right now. And it's all a bunch of people with no profile picture, and they're all going to be like trying to tell you how you need to do things. And you will get tons and tons of interaction because you did something wrong, and they just cannot tolerate. They cannot tolerate it.
I guess that's the problem. That's my problem.
Well, the blade was touching me for a move that I did.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, I do it with a fire sword all the time, like it's not touching me. And they're like, oh, but it is. And then there's just 20 comments later of people raging, and
But
it's great, honestly.
See, and like we were talking about the other night, I like your skills blow me away. I said I can't even do an Obiani. So like just watching you do this is totally zen. Like,
yeah, that's totally why I do it too. Is there's like there might be, I'm making fun of all the people that get mad and like fussing at me on social media, but there's 100 people, that I get tons of interaction, positive things, people appreciating what I do. And so that's really the reason why I keep doing stuff. And also,
right.
I'm a pretty big guy, so like a lot of people my size cannot do the stuff that I do. And I like to. I've received several messages over the years of people like from the Reddit groups and stuff, telling me like, you inspired me to go out and try to learn to do some of this stuff.
That's awesome.
And that's really the best part. I'll deal with all the people trying to like fat shame me and say mean things to me all the time, because there's always that small section of people that I really inspired to get up and do something, which is great.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. But social media, it is what it is.
Yeah, I gotta get out there. I've been meaning to do something like videos like this for TikTok. I just kind of post like my font reviews on there, but
so
I need to do
on
stuff.
On the lightsaber Reddit, on the Reddit page for lightsabers, I have the highest upvoted post of all time.
Oh,
and that video, it's a trick that I do. I have two sabers and I do a roll and a exchange. I throw one while I roll the other and switch hands simultaneously. And that's the trick that's at the top of the Reddit page.
Oh,
and
nice.
I got so much hate. So much hate, guys. You don't even know.
So I'd like
everybody
to I'd like to introduce. We have little AA Ron, little AA Ron, because there's two Aarons in our group.
Hi guys.
Also
Hello.
known as RoboFrets or Shadow Tech Sabers.
So for those of you that may notice, I'm in a bit of a different area.
Yeah, I noticed. Right.
Because I'm working on stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like
Finally
in progress.
Dusting off the tools and working on stuff.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the
So
next thing
now that Aaron has jumped in, we are going to give him a chance to ask Mark a couple of questions and put him right on the spot.
He's totally ready.
If he's been paying attention, he's totally ready.
Oh, yeah. Good example of me not paying attention. Yeah, I have no idea what questions have been asked already.
Well, we've already asked the standards.
The standards. Okay.
Lightsaber
so
color,
kind of out of
character.
those.
Have you asked the
Favorite
Star
moment?
Wars moment? Favorite
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
While we're doing that, I'll give you a couple of minutes to think, Aaron.
Okay. Okay.
So while he's thinking, do you have any, like, how many lightsabers do you have in your collection?
Too many.
There's no such thing.
I have double digits, probably more than 20.
All right.
Wow.
Well, a lot of them are stunts though, because I break
Stunts.
them, and then like I break them, and then I go and send it to somebody like John, and I'm like, "Hey, John, improve this," and then, that's kind of that's how I ended up with so many.
Yeah. Our wives may say, "Oh, how many do you need?" But there's no such thing as too many when you're a Star Wars fan.
I use them a lot, like we're doing the fight choreography and stuff. I actually just gave some away to my friend who's practicing with me. I'm like, hey, I've got an extra stunt here. Go ahead and have it.
Right.
You
That's
show
cool.
up to practice, it's yours.
Nice. Well, and that's the great thing, right? Is because I know a lot of yours are baselit, so they're in-house RGB.
Yeah.
And I have twin 6-year-old boys, so the 3 lightsabers that we go outside and mess around with are baselit in hilt. Because if you've ever seen a 6-year-old try and lightsaber duel, it's like Luke when he's wailing on Vader at the end of Jedi.
Yeah.
Basically.
All power strikes.
Best reference ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been whacked in the hand a couple of times by those polycarbonate blades, and let
Just
me
like
tell you,
Vader.
it doesn't feel good.
I caught my son last summer. We were outside, and I had just gotten an LGT Maul saber, and we were outside dueling because it was RGB. And I had both blades, and he come in. He come in with his cross guard, and I 1-2'd, and then my third one come right across his eye. I was like, "Oh man, it did him pretty good." I mean, it didn't like cut him or anything. He had like a little bruise the next day. So yeah, the
That's
blades
hilarious.
suck.
Have you ever taken a lightsaber blade in the hand or the face or anywhere that wasn't planned?
Yeah. A lot of times, you get hit in the hand a lot doing fight choreography. That's for sure. Accidents and stuff, And in the movies they do those. They do these blocks where it's like these inverted blocks and stuff. Let me tell you, if you don't get like the ones on the inside work better, but the ones on the outside, you hit it hard enough and you're gonna hit the person even if they block it.
Right.
Right. The worst injury I've ever done, I've ever had is from a reverse grip, like doing the Obiani in reverse grip. You scoop it up, right? So the blade comes up in the front. The blade came up and hit me in the eye.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was like just a straight stab in the eye. That's easily the worst.
Well, so one of my boys was outside. We stayed out a little longer than the other one. He kind of gave up one night, and he zigged when he should have zagged.
Mm-hmm.
And I full on cracked him in the side of the head with my 36-inch blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that fight was over. That fight was over fast.
So when I do the Darth Maul costume, I do it with like a silicone like prosthetic headpiece thing, right?
Right.
And it's really heavy and it's really hard to like see out of my peripherals with it. And we did a show back in May where we were doing the Darth Maul fight, Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul. And my partner and I were practicing. I did not practice in this mask at all. So while we're practicing, I can't, like most of Maul's attacks in that fight are like backward strikes. So like I totally hooked him in the face, like with a spinning back strike with the staff, because I totally couldn't see him, and he didn't even tell me it happened. Like because it was while we were warming up, and he said if he would have told me, I would have got upset and like apologized and like not kept it together, because I hate hurting people like that. It's no fun.
Oh yeah, no, it's never fun, but it's always an accident.
Yeah, well, he wasn't upset or anything. I actually appreciate him not telling me, because it would have, like, if we went up on stage, that's all I would have been thinking about is how I popped him in the head by accident,
Right.
So, power move from him,
Right. So what else are you working on besides Deathstroke cosplay? I know you've done some. I mean, we can see your Hellboy cosplay in the background behind you.
Well, I do commissions for people and stuff, and I'm starting the armor parts for a Doctor Doom.
Nice.
Like he wanted the arm pieces and the legs. He's got the mask already.
Oh, nice.
So I'm working on that. Like that's probably next week's project. I was just trying to get some of this Deathstroke started because I'm actually trying to do that for Halloween.
Yeah, that would be a killer Halloween costume for sure.
The big project that I want to do next though is back in February I did a Leonardo costume, Ninja Turtle, and that was probably my favorite thing that I've done like recently. And I just love being a turtle. But it's not that great. It might have won the contest and stuff, but like it didn't. I want to do it with like the muscle suit, like the real deal. And I have plans. Like it's this is going to be like a big project probably for next year. But I got this is the original head that I did. So it's kind of cool.
No, that's really cool. Like, not a lot of people can say they have their own Ninja Turtle heads.
Well, I want the mouth to move and everything. So like, I'm gonna see like this stuff's done with the EVA foam. I want to build it with upholstery foam, like the puppets, like how you carve puppets and stuff.
Right.
So I've already replanned the whole design. I'm gonna try and do it, like muscle suit and like make it so the mouth can open and everything. This is just basically just a Leonardo helmet.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that is a big project, though.
Yes, it can be.
So, you showed us the other day. Can you show it to everybody else? The Wolverine, man.
I showed the helmet.
He did.
Oh, you showed the helmet?
Yeah, I showed the helmet.
It could have been
right here.
I was gonna say, yeah, it could have been what I was having. I love that thing, man.
I know the weathering on that is just fabulous. Like it.
You want to know why it pops so well? It's brown on yellow.
Yep.
And so it makes it pop really nice.
Yeah.
Right. And it looks like it was pulled straight from the pages of the comic.
Yes.
Back here. I like that it's a half helmet, so like you can just kind of slip it on and not have to worry about like turning your head. I also have here. I have my wife's Batgirl cowl that I did. I did this recently. I actually knocked this out in like 2 weeks because she was going to be a judge at a comic convention.
Right.
And I was like, time to make your dream costume. This is actually really easy to wear too. You see, it's really high in the back for her hair to stick out. Mm-hmm. So you just kind of flip it on, and it's got a little elastic down here. I have the armor here too, which is really cool. It's got a belt and the bracers and cape and all that stuff, but I just grabbed hold of this real quick. This is cool because it just, Velcros in the back, wraps around you with the fabric.
So if people want to reach out to you to have something built for a cosplay, how would they go about that?
I've never actually advertised. I kind of just post stuff on Instagram, and then people are like, "Hey, let me get that," or I'll go to a convention, And did you guys see the Jax? You guys know Mortal Kombat, right?
Yeah,
of course.
Go on. You had my Instagram up a minute ago. Can you pull that up again? If you scroll down, there's a dude that I did a photo shoot for, where he's Jax from Mortal Kombat, and that's literally just a dude I met at the con. and he was Scorpion, and he was like, man, I really wish I could do a Jax cosplay, and I'm like, I got you, you know, and then I did it, and then it's done. So that's kind of how most of my business goes. You know, I went out to a bigger convention and met some people, and they were like, hey, I need this. People start following you on Instagram, and they just hit you up. You know, that's how it's been for me.
That's awesome.
Right.
I just
Pull it
talk to people, you know.
All right.
Oh, you can't find it?
No, I'm just pulling it up here and sharing the screen.
I was proud of that one, man.
The joys of having two screens. Right there.
Yeah, I did like some photos for, you know, just him too. His wife was Jade. That was actually on their anniversary.
Cool.
There's
the Wolverine armor.
There's the Wolverine.
Oh boy.
And see, I just make posts like that, and then people are like, "Hey, let me get that," you know.
How
There's
much?
you. There's you as Darth Maul.
Oh, that's so awesome.
If you guys look, I've got there's Jax right there in the middle.
Oh, perfect. What a nice shot.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That looks dope. You know, and these arms sleeves that you did are so multi-purpose.
Yeah, they're totally a Winter Soldier, but hey, don't tell anybody that.
I was gonna say, like, you could do a Winter Soldier with that too.
Yeah, there's I got all kinds of stuff on Instagram, man. If you guys want to see us do some fight stuff, I think I have a clip on there.
Yeah.
From when
Cool,
we were
that's
practicing the Darth Maul fight. That's the trick right there in the middle. Click that one in the middle. The one in the middle. That's the one on the top of. That's the top of the Reddit post.
Yes,
and I got so much hate for this. I got so much hate for this, dude. Is it not? It's not gonna play.
This is not accurate.
Well, the trick is that I roll it and throw it at the same time.
Well, and
So
you're not the first person that said, you know, like, don't hate me because I know my hand is touching the blade, but that's kind of the only way you can pull that trick off sometimes.
I mean, honestly, most of the time it's not touching, and I just like to make people mad. Sometimes I'll make sure, like I did one video and I made sure I caught it by the blade at the end, just so somebody would have something to complain about, so that I could argue with them and then get more interaction on my video.
Boost the views, yeah.
I mean, you guys, it's the way it works, okay? Like
clickbait.
Yeah, you got to make everybody mad.
Is that the Maul? Yeah, that one.
That's just a picture.
That's just
I don't have any video of us like doing
that.
it in the costume.
Oh, I thought
that's what I was talking about. Is that like in the future, coming soon, we're gonna have man, you're way back there. That's back when I had hair. Yeah, I totally stepped the game up a few years back. And I totally chopped off all my hair. I used to have like really long hair, and as I was doing fire shows and stuff, like the prop, it wasn't burning my hair, but like when I would do these moves around the neck, it would get caught in my hair.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
That's the blooper one where I clipped him with it. But yeah,
to death.
we have some fun with the lightsabers and everything. We got some cool stuff that we're gonna do pretty soon, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that. We got his costume together finally. I got, you know, every costume in the world. I have so many Star Wars costumes. It's not even funny.
That's awesome though.
I'm at the point now where I can like mix and match stuff. It's that bad.
Everybody needs a Star Wars costume in their closet.
I'm surprised by how many people that are in the community that do all this stuff and have these. You got a $2,000 lightsaber, but you don't have a Jedi robe. Like, come on.
Right.
What are you doing?
I feel like that was a personal attack. No, I feel that way myself. Seriously, I'm like, why do I have all these expensive lightsabers, and I don't have like one set of Jedi robes or
right
anything. Like, and the closest I have to a mask is like like dollar store kind of kid size, just like one with like a band that goes around the back. Like, yeah.
So being a larger guy myself, Mark, I'm 6'2", and I mean, I wore 4X t-shirts. Amazon, dude. I got Jedi robes coming from Amazon. They have them in 4X.
I'll tell you what, man. Like, you want to know the reason why I got to where I'm making all this stuff? I'm making these cosplays and stuff because I wanted to do it, and ain't nobody making it for somebody my size. Like, nobody wants to do that.
And you're so true.
So, like, my specialty is making stuff for bigger people. So when they're like, "Hey, I can't get somebody to make this for me," guess what? I'll probably do it for you.
Right. Yeah, like I've found Jedi robes on Amazon, and I mean that's to me in Canada and they were like $40 from China.
So my Jedi stuff's not Amazon. I had to have a lot of stuff like custom made and things because I was trying to get. I think I touched on this earlier. Is there's different performing clubs for Star Wars.
Right.
There's, you guys know, the 501st, the Rebel Legion, the Mando Mercs. There's also Saber Guild, which is the only one that's allowed to like do shows and like actually fight and do all that stuff, you know.
Right.
And we don't have one where I'm at. There's not one in South Carolina, and there's not one in North Carolina. And let me tell you, that in itself is like infuriating to me because like the 501st isn't the South Carolina garrison or the North Carolina garrison; it's the Carolina garrison. So when I was trying to start Saber Guild, I went to North Carolina and I'm like, "Hey, can we just like mix this stuff up?" And they're like, "No, the nature of Saber Guild is performative, so you have to have local, like state-based stuff, so you can't mix the border there." And that is such a pain because they have, if we could combine South and North, we could actually make it happen. Oh yeah, I totally understand cosplay is not for everyone. I was just joking about the Jedi robe thing.
No, yeah, that's just Russell from Wade Sabers. He's got a good sense of humor.
It was just a joke. Don't get upset.
No, nobody's upset. Nobody's upset. Yeah, like I was on Amazon and looking for stuff, and I mean, at the time, I couldn't justify spending $170, but they have a full 4X Obi-Wan Kenobi costume from episode.
The problem that you're going to run into is the belt. Finding a good belt that fits is always the problem for the big guys.
This is true.
Yeah, because
this is very true.
If you want to get some good stuff, like some really quality stuff done, I can direct you to them. I know a lot of people that do good work.
I just want to be, I mean, I have all these lightsabers and we actually have a convention up here once a year. So I'd like to start taking my kids to that. And I mean, my one kid's going to be Kylo Ren for Halloween. So
nice. That's what I was going to say. Was it for Halloween or was it for a convention or something?
No, the robes that I ordered are for Halloween, but I mean, we've got a trip planned to Florida to go to Disney World at the end of December, beginning of January. And a bunch of us are going to try and make it down and actually meet up and hang out in real life. Do the whole like nerdy lightsaber thing at Galaxy's Edge.
I'd love to do something like that, man. I've met so many cool people, you know, in the lightsaber community. It would be a lot of fun to finally get to do something like that.
Well, I mean, if you can make it work, the dates are December 29th to January 8th, and
I'm
you're
working
more
on
than welcome. So
I don't have Disney money, man. not right now.
So our kids don't even know it's happening yet, but
spoilers. Hope they don't watch it.
Right. I plan to pack those robes in my suitcase, and my wife rolled her eyes, and I'm like, why are you rolling your eyes? It's fully acceptable down there. They encourage it at Disneyland. So
Yeah, the costume stuff can be fun, especially like it's fun to have the lightsabers, but it just feels right when you have the robe and everything.
right.
I've got I was talking about the Saber Guild thing, and my friend in the videos with me, finally getting his costume together. I feel like he was very skeptical about doing the costume stuff until he finally got it. He got it, and we did an event, and he was like, "Oh man, like you were totally right." He was like, "This is so much more fun now." And like
Right.
the kids would come up to him and talk to him like he was, really a Jedi and stuff like that. He was out there fighting the kids, and it made me happy seeing my friend who doesn't do this stuff like just fully immersed. You know what I mean? And doing something like this. It was really cool.
And that's the thing. Like I've never done that, and I would love to. I would love to just one time out in public, dressed as a Jedi, full on. I don't even care. No cares in the world.
Totally.
So
it would be a ton of fun.
I've actually got a funny story because everyone on the military base that I work at here, they know me as the lightsaber guy. And there was one day, it was on a Saturday, I had one of my lightsabers with me. I was going to the little store on base. I had it with me. I guess it was someone that was new to the base and had never really seen me, didn't catch wind of me, and so they ended up calling the military police.
Oh my god.
On me. So as I'm walking out of the store, I'm just confronted by 3 of these military police, and they're like, "Hey man, we gotta talk to you," and I'm like, "Oh, crap." And they said, "Hey man, look, we know who you are, we know you're cool, but there was someone that called in a person in all black brandishing a sword, so we had to go check it out."
Brandishing a sword.
I was like, "Wow, that's hilarious."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, some people don't know what this is. They don't know, how to go about it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I guess we're pretty close to the end here. I do have a couple of other things that I would like to maybe propose to you. Being that you do the whole fire sword, you do the whole like crazy talented lightsaber skills.
I'm okay.
Have you thought about doing tutorials?
Okay, so that's kind of a touchy spot for me. I tend to feel like, if you want to learn to do this stuff, there's already tutorials out there. There's plenty of people got it covered. That said, I'm a very good teacher, and if you're good at something, you don't do it for free.
Right.
That's how I feel about it, and I do feel like everybody learns their own way. So I do teach classes. I do teach people even with video calls. I actually have a student in Canada.
Awesome.
And he's very good. He picked it up very quickly. But I don't just do tutorials. I don't know how I would format that if I was going to. Like I feel like I would have to do like a Patreon or something like that because I don't want to be that guy, but I'm not going to do it for free.
Right. Yeah, I just thought you're right. There is a lot of tutorials out there, but for taller guys or heavier set guys, there's not a lot of like everybody you see doing it is like is like super skinny or super short or
one of the things about learning for me is that I don't know if you guys can tell in just doing this interview is that I'm a little different. I have my own way of talking, my own way of explaining things, and I like to make it fun. I don't like to stick around making it boring, and trying to. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I try to have fun with it, and the pace moves pretty quick, and I have good ways of explaining things because I did it wrong for a really long time. So like I can literally spot somebody doing something, and I can be like, fix this, and then you got it.
So I mean, okay. So then, other than doing free tutorials, what is the best piece of free advice that you could give somebody if they want to start doing some of what you do?
Oh man, some
Like
some good
one
advice.
tip.
One tip.
Would it be like, try, if you drop it, just pick it up and keep going? Or
one thing that I know it's not the same question, but if I could go back in time and tell myself to spend more time working on one thing in particular, it would have been to work harder on footwork, because a lot of people don't like that. That's actually one of the things I think separates me from a lot of people right now is you'll see people do this stuff and it's all their arms. They don't know how to use their hips. They don't know how to move their feet. I wish when I was younger, I'm over 30 now. I wish when I was younger, I would have spent more time figuring that out, because like I'm catching up on it now. So that's my free advice. Figure out the footwork. Learn to use your feet. Don't just spin.
cool. Sounds good. Well, I mean, we've hit that 1 hour mark. I know you have things you want to do. If you want to stay and hang out, you're more than welcome. If you have to go, you have to go. And we really appreciate that you've been on, and definitely want to stay in touch and keep up to date with what's going on. And
Yeah, for sure. If you guys ever want me to do it again, I had fun. This was cool. If I don't follow you guys, follow me. I'll follow you back. I tried to go through and everybody we talked about or talked to the other night. I tried to do all that, but I'm sure I missed some people.
yeah, what I'll do is I'll because I think you're following me for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So what I'll do is I'll put a post. I'll put a post up on my page and tag all of the guys in that one, so that they can go ahead and follow you, and you can follow back, and yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me. This was fun. If you guys want to, talk about this kind of stuff ever again, and just hit me up. I'll show you guys some whatever props I'm working on or whatever. I do a lot of stuff. You give me a month from now, I'll have 20 different things that are all brand new.
And that's the awesome thing is with you having so much stuff on the go. You're always going to have something new to show, which is cool. So
gotta make some money, man. It's not all about the money, but if you wanna do what you love, you gotta make money.
That's right,
you gotta work hard with it.
Well, it was nice meeting you, man.
Yeah. It was nice hanging.
It was great talking to you again, and thank you for joining us. And you're more than welcome anytime. So we do it on my channel every 2 weeks. Every second Friday night. And I mean, you're on Instagram. Sometimes we do Instagram live videos during the day or whatever. If you want to hang out on there, you're more than welcome as well.
Okay. Well, you guys just send me the links and I'll check it all out. All right. Thanks for having me.
You bet.
Sounds
Thanks
good,
a lot,
See you guys
Mark.
later.
Have a good night, bro.
Have a good night, man.
You're a cool dude.
Cole's in the comments.
Cole
What's
is
up,
in
Cole?
the
Hey,
house.
Cole. What's up?
I've been following the comments, but I haven't really had a chance to say a whole lot to anybody. Link,
all right.
glad to see you. Russell, welcome. Thanks for hanging out. Cole, thanks for hanging out. Preston, you're on screen, so I don't. Fours, we miss you.
Mm-hmm.
We would love for you to come hang out.
Said he was.
And I think
what
Jeff
did he say he
too,
was
right?
doing? Working on.
Yes, Jeff Jeff Birch was in the comments. He's actually not able to. He was going to try and join us, but he's not able to make it. Some stuff came up, so.
Gotcha. What were you saying, Preston?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking about everything.
So, let's talk.
Let's do it.
What are we gonna talk? I would like to bring up the fact that Halloween is coming up, and November 24th we're getting a new Resident Evil movie.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Welcome to Raccoon City. The trailer is out,
and I can't remember her name. It always, but I love all the movies all the main movies she's been in over the last couple of years. She's been in some really. She was in the Pirates of the Caribbean. She was in that movie, Crawl, I think it was. She was in the Maze Runner movies. Yeah. So I very much, and then I'm a huge fan. Did you see who's playing Chris?
Oh, snap.
What?
Oh, who's there? What's up?
I love his hair. How you doing, sir? Your hair looks nice.
Look at that fresh, sexy gentleman.
Welcome to my throne room.
Throne room.
You look awfully comfortable there, sir.
How are you?
Tired as freak.
Well, I mean, if you're tired as freak, you look pretty good for being tired.
Yeah.
Dude, I got NyQuil in me, man. That's the only reason I'm doing okay.
Cole, new cam, new mic.
Yes.
Hold on.
Both new.
Switch up here. I can get you guys sideways. There we go. That's better.
There we go.
It's looking good, Preston. I like it.
I'm very happy with it. I'm
I
very
might-
happy with the setup. Demos.
I might ask you what you
I'll
did.
go ahead. Like it's just maybe about a little bit over $100 in between the camera and the mic.
I bet.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That's actually pretty decent.
And yeah, my camera or my mic sensitivity on my computer is only on like 25.
Wow.
It's turned down really low. I really got it for demos.
Am I coming through clearly sound wise?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I tried something different. Like my mic actually pushes back into my headset. So I pushed it way back away from my face so that I'm not, our own personal Darth Vader's sound machine the whole stream.
Yeah. My mic I think is like okay. It's not good for this. I feel like, but the
Is that
camera
wrong?
sucks. Yeah, the camera's like I'm using a laptop honestly because I have to be like mobile in this house with these kids. But my mic is the laptop
I look like I've
built-in
never seen the sun.
thing. So I definitely need something. I'm sorry, camera. I definitely need something different for.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm using my laptop and I'm using the built-in camera on the laptop, so
But I think you have a better quality one than I do.
possibly.
Russell said Darth Jeff.
What's that?
Russell said Darth Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, I mean it clear. Your mic is clear as day. It's
I'm
awesome.
glad I decided to try something different and push it back out of my face.
So
because I go back and watch the old streams and get self-conscious about it every time we do a live stream.
You could do a test.
right, do a
I,
test and listen to yourself.
I do it on StreamYard sometimes. So I tested a couple of mics. Yeah. You just go on StreamYard. You don't do broadcast. You just record only, and
Right.
just just try it out. Just say testing 1, 2, whatever you got to do. Check out the sensitivity. Just, like 2 seconds, and 5 minutes, whatever it is.
So the
go
reason that I changed it up at the beginning of the stream and said that you were the Anakin to my Obi-Wan is because I went with a Revenge of the Sith themed background.
I
for
like
the
that,
stream.
man. I like that.
Yeah, I kind of sometimes I'm looking at everybody I'm talking to. Sometimes I'm looking at Obi-Wan because of Obi-Wan.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of
Because
Obi-Wan.
of Obi-Wan.
So Bob Russell's in the comments, hopefully still. I haven't even had a chance. I've been meaning to do this all week, and I'm probably still going to make a video on it for my channel and put that up on there. But I received my Vader this week.
Awesome.
Yay!
And
Where'd you get that from?
Sorry about that. This is Corbett.
Okay,
MVP
yeah, it
2.5.
looked like it. I was just.
I got it
curious.
on May 4th. May 4th sale.
Nice.
I know my
So
camera
that's
is not gonna
that's
pick
the
that up.
89.
Yeah.
Mhm.
My camera's not going to pick this up. I know. It's just not going to.
That's awesome with the crystal and everything.
It's.
That is so.
But it's-
deadly.
Come on, get in there. It's not going to do it. It's
that's
too
better.
bright and it's not going to pick it up. But there's a. It's one of Obi-Wan's glass orbs in there.
Oh, that was
Noah Drew.
that was the
he's
one
got
that
the-
you showed me
the
when
other
we
night.
hung out after the one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, this thing is sweet, man.
I survived Order 66.
A Jedi. Ancient that Darth Jedi.
Vader can't stop me now.
No.
Hey, Padres, meet up. If you only knew the power of the dark side.
It sounds beautiful, man.
It's
Oh, I love how it comes through on the mic.
it's funny that boot sound for that font was what it was.
That was Russell's choice. That was Russell's choice. He wanted that as a boot sound. That was a font made for him in his package.
Because I don't know if we can get it in.
I wish
here.
it would. Well, can I
Wait.
show it if it's no? It's so bright.
Preston, that was your Vader?
Yeah.
Well played, sir.
So the reason I say that's funny, Preston, that's the boot sound is when I put my phone, it's not gonna. So when I put my phone on to charge on the wireless charger,
That's
It's
awesome.
awesome. Yeah,
So-
that was Vader Strikes Back. It's a ESP based, which my saber is ESP based. So the coolest thing, I wanted to turn the crystal. I wanted to put the kill key back in. Oh, there's one of those 31 millimeter speakers. I love those.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
bad. There you go.
Oh, I bet that's noisy as freak.
Yep, I love it.
but
Nice.
it was super clear through that mic though.
Yeah.
That's why I got the mic. To do demos. I took a demo earlier and you couldn't tell difference between the video and my saber. And that's what I want. I want my video to sound as close to what it sounds like in your hand as possible. The way you're not fooled. That way you don't get something and be like, oh, well, it sounded like this, but this is more pronounced. No, I want you to hear it like as close to as it sounds in your hand as possible.
Right.
And this mic. Something else that I had Russell do. These are real wires. I had him instead of the
What?
plastic. Yeah, instead of the plastic pieces, I had him get real wire and cut it, and like I don't know. I guess however he puts it in there, so it stays.
That's awesome.
It was a small
And-
edition, but I didn't want it to be plastic, like toy-like,
Mhm.
Right.
Dude, I may have to have Russell do my Vader.
Dude, I mean, I just like I've always been like a fan of the hilt, but man, this made me just fall in love with it. Like getting it, it's a really good size. So like
Yeah.
off the top, it's just my hand doesn't, it's pretty good in your hand. And then I mean the install just I could probably take it and do like this and drop it on the floor and it just wouldn't do nothing. I mean just fire right back up. I'm not
Oh,
going to because I like my like it, but I could.
Chris Salmon's the the Luke V2 and Obi-Wan guy, and Russell's going to be the Vader guy. Russell's going to get all these Vader hilts sent to him.
Basically.
I don't have my brother's Graflex in my hand, or I'd show it off. He, along with that, he installed my brother's Graflex. Hold on, real fast.
Russell's going to get a
Hi,
bunch
Forrest. How you been?
My dude, what's going on?
Bro, I am working and building.
How's that shift treating you?
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, at least he's Sunday to Thursday now, so
Yeah, at least I can attend both live streams now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Co-host.
Yeah.
right?
The lightsaber guy.
We missed you.
Lightsaber guy.
So I had him grab me his Graflex.
Do not underestimate the power of the Force.
I don't know what font that is. I know it's 1-9.
A Jedi. Ancient
They're all 1-9 except for one.
If you're not with
Vader can't stop me now. They're pod racing on Malastare. Very fast,
No, that's
very
not.
dangerous.
Well,
Darth, meet a true. I know.
I wanted to stop.
A Jedi. Ancient that. If you're not
Stop.
That's the one I wanted to stop on.
Where's Nike?
33 millimeter speaker.
What?
Okay, hold on.
Chris, are you
Hold on.
seeing this?
Shut up. 33 millimeter speaker.
Yeah, they fit
insane.
in. They'll fit in the Graflex all day.
That's insane.
Really?
There you go, Mike. Upgrade.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
right. I was just
Hey,
thinking about that.
if you need the link to the speaker, I got the link to the speaker too.
Yes, I want it.
I got you. But it's
I'm about to put that in my signature. No, I'm not sure if it.
I mean, it sounds great, man.
Yeah, that's
This is installed with a static chassis, removable battery, kill switch. But yeah, it's a very solid install.
Wow.
And just I think this was set up for ESB2. And one
Yeah.
cool thing that he did is this right here. No, my bad. This one. This is the blade retention.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this so you unscrew that. There's another one.
That's
Oh,
like the
my
one.
brother didn't even care. He took it out.
That's the one that I use. That's the only one I have.
The one right there. Well, see,
Yeah.
Russell did something special to this one and got it to where it would fit as a blade holder. And so he took I guess my brother took the flathead screw out. So it's just like you can just thumb screw it. Yeah, I loved it. He made me jealous. I was like, nah, I want a Graflex so bad.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Russell did a real solid install on those, man.
Nice.
They're really, really sweet sounding too.
So how's the font work coming?
Fours or me?
Fours.
Oh, actually, yeah, I gotta get in touch with my dude to let him know that all my sourcing is almost done, because I'm supposed to be getting a sample to him, but I had a house full of crazy tonight, so I didn't have a lot of time to work. But yeah, got this commission rocking, and then I'll be putting an official font out on Repulse here very soon.
Nice.
Do we get a teaser of said font, a name drop, description, kind of anything? Nothing?
I'll give you the name of the font. Sure, you can figure it out. It's called Brandon Green.
Oh, what?
Nice. Like that.
Haven't done it yet, so it needed to happen.
Yeah. I think that's one of the only major characters that I don't have a font for. Is so you know this guy's working on another font, right?
What?
This
Yes.
guy. This guy.
I am. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, me and Jeff were just rolling around some names the other day. I think we have a working one, but I guess I could give the name too, and that'll be like the teaser. The Sun and the Sand.
Oh, shit, sweet. That's gonna be nice, dude.
That's a nice
So,
name.
we'll see.
I'm excited. I
Credit
can't
to
even
Jeff for
tell
that
you.
one.
Well, I mean that was. I mean I
Mutual thing.
yeah. It was a combination.
Yeah, but anyway, I got to get down on that. It's been a crazy week with work though, but I got to get back on that right now on that train.
Man,
And
sometimes
we got to connect.
well,
me and you,
font
Preston.
making is always good. Anytime, bro. Font making is always fun, but definitely well, I'll show you guys the layers, man. Sometimes, and some people might be like, well, that's a little extensive. Well, not when you have to morph a sound into something that you want it to be. And there's
There
no
you go.
singular sound out there that is that sound, but you need that sound, or then you have to make it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
and
sometimes it takes it many layers.
and it was like I said, like a lot of people take those blaster sounds that are in fonts for granted. And when you're having to do six or more layers to create one blaster sound, like it just blew my mind. Like people don't understand how much work actually goes into these things.
Yep.
I don't know what font it's on, but so do you guys want to hear the result of all those mixed blasters?
Absolutely.
yeah.
The 5
My
layers.
master will not forgive failure.
No, that's Darth Maul. Hold on.
You are stronger than you believe. You have greater powers than you know.
So this is a commission that's almost complete, minus some quotes that my customer wanted. So this is our real. Here are those blasters. They're what I was mixing. What I was mixing was bullet. When she's knocking the bullets away with her bracers, and bullet deflects. Just simple metal, like just bullet ricochets is not what it is. Like there's a lot more mixed into it. There's some like spark sounds, and there's some like other metal. So that's what I'm gonna. And yeah, I love it. Came out.
Nice.
I love them. And then
that's awesome.
The clashers are also layered like that because of this.
I like that hum. That hum is unique.
So the hum is based off of which all of this is the hum I had to create because you can't everything in this font. I've had to watch the movie, watch the sounds, and then recreate them because the sound the movie is full of music that overwrites the sounds. So you're left with like, okay, how do I do this? So I just started creating the hum. Is based on when she starts spinning her lasso really fast.
That's what I heard.
And there's a couple parts in like the second movie and maybe even the first one when she spins it and deflects a couple of bullets. I know she uses it to fly, you know, and she kind of spins it real fast. So that's what the hum is based off of. There's a couple of parts, mainly in the Snyder cut and it was even in the Justice League, the original cut. The bank scene, when she first grabs up the guy and pulls him up to her, there's a big bassy sound, and I was like, okay, so that's kind of what the lasso sounded like. And I ended up having to layer quite a few things in, and then, you know, put my own spin on it, and that's kind of where the smooth swings came from. And then, like I said, everything had to be layered in to create that sound. The vocal part of the clashes was taken from the vocal part of the movies, but then all the clashes are layered in from just different samples.
Right.
So to sound like they were fighting in the movie, and then the blade lockups they're just neat, cool blade lockups. So, but yeah, there'll be a full demo up on my channel in the next day or so, along with the font will probably be up. I'll shoot it. I'll have it over to Link by the end of the weekend, and then whenever he gets around to it. So within the next few days, it'll be up on the website, on Rico's website for sale.
I like that.
I'm excited. I love.
Well done, man. That's fantastic.
Thank you. I really enjoy those.
Not that I want to drag it down, but for anybody that's watching, this is the public service announcement portion of the stream. Support your font makers.
Yes.
Do not share fonts unsolicitedly.
Please.
If that's a word. Please.
But real quickly, you know, people compare that to music. Well, if I buy a CD and then I give it to my buddy, well, I mean, here's the thing. If you bought the CD and you really liked it and your buddy doesn't have it, did you really just give him the CD, or did you make a copy first and then give it to him? Right. Because everybody I know, that's how they did it. Even if I gave you my physical copy, it's backed up on my computer, so I still just pirated music.
Right.
It's the same way with sound fonts, man. It may only be a little bit here and there, and you may think, well, blah, blah, blah. I mean, man, we put hours and hours and hours and hours. I've put all week and a lot more than that. But I've worked real hard this week alone after my family was sick with pneumonia.
And that's why I'm saying that everybody needs to support all the font makers, because for those of us that are hobbyists in this community, without these guys, we would have very long glow sticks. It would be a soundless rave and a sad rave. So
yeah,
support your font makers and make sure they know they're appreciated.
Unless you're doing flow and stunt combat, those guys are never sad.
No, true.
They're always so upbeat. They really are.
Yeah. So
yeah, it's been an interesting week.
It really has.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. It's been a good week, though. I mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
look.
So
we have.
Oh wow.
We have Cosmic Ape, which is Joel.
On.
I like that.
See, I can't see who's in the room, which freaking sucks.
We got Cosmic Ape, Wade.
Yep.
Cole. We had Liam. We forgot to tell Liam to call his mom. I don't know if he's still in the room.
You just told him, so we're good.
We're good. It's like an hour late, though.
So something awesome happened today.
What's
yeah?
Oh.
Yes. So today was another like big game release day, you know, because like PS5 has been going like freaking hotcakes and stuff, but today they put out a new Switch, which is insane because you think that all the scalpers would get a hold of it and everything, and well, long story short, boom,
awesome,
yes.
What?
Nice. I heard about this, the OLED version.
It's insane, dude. I actually was trying to help Brandon get one. So I took my son over to the GameStop this morning because new Metroid came out, so we actually ended up getting it.
Yeah.
And then I got up to the front desk, and the lady was like, "Hey, I've got one left." I said, "Okay, well, I'll take it." And then she's like, "Oh, wait, my partner already marked it out of the book. I'm sorry, we're out." I said, "Don't worry about it. You know, it's we'll just take the Metroid and go." So 2 hours later, the girl calls me at the house, and she's like, "Hey, you came in with your son to get Metroid, right? Well, we have that Switch." And I'm like, "I'll be right there."
Yeah, give me 1 minute.
Yeah. So I hopped in the car and went out, got it.
You don't have to tell me twice.
I know, dude. It's crazy.
I am trying to get one actually for my older son. So I want to get him one, but I don't know, like OLED is the way to go, right? That's basically the new one.
It's nice. It's cool. I mean, I've still got my regular Switch out there, but that's just gonna go to the boy, and I'll just hook this one up.
Nice.
So
yeah.
Man.
Thanks for hanging out, Russell. We appreciate the support.
See you, Russell.
Yeah. Be looking for a Vader soon from me, Russell.
Oh yeah.
He says he's had a long day. I always enjoy any time he comes and hangs.
Hey, what did Cole say? Because I don't have access to the comments.
Good night.
Just said good night.
No.
Oh,
I think
before.
Forrest was talking about earlier when he knocked a latte. I was giving away fonts. I was knocking a really expensive latte out of Forrest's hands. Don't do that. Rude.
Well, considering I don't drink expensive lattes.
Yeah. Yeah, you won't take it personally.
Right. Forrest's favorite water bottle out of his hand.
Right.
Seriously. You got to get Cole up in this beast again.
Yes, we do.
We do. But he always seems to be on the treadmill whenever we're streaming.
But he also said he needs to get a new camera. Well, I don't know. He didn't really say that, but he said his current camera needs an upgrade.
Yeah, he hates his webcam.
Well,
Cole
needs
I'm
right there with him.
Cole needs a stream mill. That's what he needs. He can do all his working out and still host a stream or be on a live stream or whatever.
Oh, and it's possible. Like Cole's like, "Oh, I'm all sweaty and gross." I have done Instagram lives from the gym at 4:30 in the morning while I'm on the treadmill.
Nice.
Have you really?
It didn't go so well because there's not a whole lot of people up. But
dude, there's a lot of people up.
I definitely tried it.
There's folks up doing lives and everything at freaking 2:30, 3:30. It's insane.
I know. People are crazy.
He made me laugh. The next one. Wild hair, Harry Potter, Harry.
It's like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry. And actually, so while we've had Harry Potter mentioned, so I have a replica from Universal Studios of Harry's wand from the films.
Nice.
Cool.
And Lego actually just released a set of Harry Potter and Hermione, and they're about 18 inches tall or better.
Oh, wow.
And that's probably going to be my next, after I release the Vader meditation chamber one.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm probably going to buy that set, the Harry and Hermione set, and build that on a video. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find a camera setup that allows me to put it over top
overhead
so that I can build it underneath. But
you got to get maybe what I have. I'm gonna message you. I'll show you what I have. Basically for videos and things like that, I got like a selfie stick tripod thing.
Right.
And it holds your phone good. You can put it goes like really high, and then you could angle it down, and it'll be perfect for you. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean that would work. That would work good.
Way too much.
I'm dying.
I like that.
Cole's hilarious. So, I mean, you guys will get to see the actual build, but here's the chamber in all its glory, and
Oh, it just like hangs that top part.
That's so sweet.
it just hangs
That's
so
weird.
that you can actually, like, it actually lowers down.
All I hear is the sound, like when it disconnects.
And you can see the little Vader in there, and then it's got the view
Hello.
screen in the background.
Nice.
And he spins around. It's actually a really cool set.
Awesome. I like that his helmet it comes off and you have his face there. That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's got the scars on the back of his head and everything. So
Nice.
and then when we're down in Florida, I'm planning to back to the Harry Potter thing. I'm planning to pick up the replica of Hermione's wand so that I can display the wands with the Lego figures.
Cole
So-
says, did they ever?
All right,
establish-
boys. Well, the NyQuil's kicking in. I got to go to bed because I got two major things at the job tomorrow. But Jeff, call me tomorrow, probably midday, because I want to talk to you about your trip here and possibly iron in some plans.
Okay.
So I'm also trying to plan that
Absolutely.
out. By the way.
Yes.
Yes. Like
What-
my
Mike-
wife and I
yeah,
are
Mike's-
trying to work it out with
Mike's-
work. So
What
Yeah.
trip is
it's-
that?
it's that deep.
What,
yeah.
The
So-
Disney the Florida trip in January.
Yeah. So Jeff is going
You
down
know,
there.
the one that you said you're going to drive down from Kentucky to come hang out for the day.
I'm almost might. I'd love to. I really would.
Brandon's
We could
Brandon's
live
trying to
stream from
make
my
notes,
house that night.
right? We could do like an in-person usual suspects from Forza's house,
That'd be awesome.
like an
That'd be
actual
insane.
round table.
That's funny.
That
All
would
right,
be
you
awesome.
guys. Great show, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.
We miss you,
Okay.
buddy.
Good night,
Thanks for
bro.
hanging.
Laters. Oh yeah, hey. Red makes you fat.
Bread makes you
fat.
It does.
It does. I've been eating a lot of bread lately.
Right. I really haven't.
fat.
Did they ever establish what he actually does in there? I read a lot of theories and listened to a lot of theories before that he basically goes over his teachings, all that, yeah, but also like thinks back, I feel like, on all the like pain that he's endured, mentally, obviously, also like with Padme dying and all that. And I've heard that like he almost like forces himself to think about it in order to like not to torture himself, but yeah, to kind of like like wallow in this like sadness to strengthen himself and the anger and all that. But I don't know. I mean, that was just a theory that I heard online. I forgot.
I've heard, because it's got those white panels on the inside, the outside is black, and it's got the white
Yeah.
panels on the inside. I've heard that when it's closed, that helps him tune out, the kind of take a break from all the
I think
Force
it's-
stuff that's coming at him.
Yeah, I think it's like that,
it's
and then
remote.
also it's like soundproof, probably everything. Yeah, it's just quiet.
He just goes. It's like a one of those float tanks,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, where you're just in the dark and there's zero sound and it's completely soundproof, and you're just floating in the dark in a completely soundproof environment.
Yep.
I like to imagine he's got a sick TV in there.
Yeah, he's like, finally.
He actually does.
Probably catches up on some episodes of Keeping Up with the Clone Troopers.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. like force choke techniques, for dummies or whatever.
Right.
Goes on
He
YouTube,
actually-
looks up a tutorial of force choke technique.
Yeah, he's like, "Ooh, I like that technique better." He's like,
That's good.
"Oh,
He,
that's good."
he actually does have a sick TV in there, and I don't know if you can see it, but
Oh, nice. Well, the viewing screen.
Viewing confirmed.
That's why he gets so angry when he's like, "Oh, there's a message for you," or whatever, Lord Vader, and he's like, "Ah, man, I'm watching the game, man."
Yeah.
we're in the fourth quarter. My team's down 30 points. Come
Watching
on.
pod racing. What is this? I still make them do it on mouse there.
Then he comes back and yells, "I hate sand!" Just out
It's
of
the
nowhere.
Bunta Championship.
Bunta.
I love that font.
He's
I
got
think
an
that's-
OLED switch.
I think that's one of Russell's
Got an
favorite fonts.
OLED switch. Nice.
Oh, I like that. What Cole said. Yeah, like a forced Faraday cage. That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. I like that comment a lot. I'm very big on that kind of science stuff. Cool.
The cats
So-
are being devils again.
Oh, the cats are
So,
about to get locked away.
Gonna be in timeout. I need to start putting them in timeout before I stream.
Turn the lightsaber
Right.
on, like Anakin. But don't actually do anything.
No, well, if I do that, they come running. They're like, "Oh, you got a lightsaber? You want to fight,
Uh.
bro?" I'm like, "Oh man," like, yeah, the little kitten, the white one that I've held, because yeah, it's like, so I don't even have a blade in it. She sees me grab the hilt, she's like, "Meow, meow." I'm like, "You want to fight the lightsaber, bro?"
Yeah, there was.
Then I
Bud
turn it
wants to
on
play with it.
again.
Wanna
Yeah,
catch
I
these
love it.
paws?
Right. You want to catch these paws, man? Yeah, I love it. I think cats are very unique.
so
No.
Cosmic Ape asked if you guys saw the Boba Fett leak riding a Rancor.
No.
No. Send that to us immediately.
Yes, please send it everywhere.
We have you now.
I can't
You
wait
said
till
it
that
right.
show comes out.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Man.
awesome.
I actually, Oliver and I today rewatched the episode in season 2 with Ahsoka Tano and then the rescue. So
Awesome. Those are the two good ones.
right,
It's when Boba Fett comes out, right? What was that? December 29th, I heard.
Yeah.
Are we waiting another year for Mando?
Yes.
Is that what I
From
heard?
what I
Yeah.
understand, it's supposed to be to December of next year.
Well, we'll take this for now, I guess.
But
Should
this
be
is
well,
awesome.
because we're getting Book of Boba Fett that starts the end of December.
Mhm.
And we're getting Andor and Obi-Wan next year. And Mando season 3 and Ahsoka are 2023, from
Mhm.
what I've heard.
I see. All right. Cool. We'll wait.
Yeah.
Not going anywhere.
Well, I'm just getting ready to look it up.
What's that?
The DC
Night Cole.
movies.
Good night, Cole. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it as always.
Good night, Cole. Have a good night, buddy.
So, yeah, so we're getting a lot of good stuff coming out next year. We're still in the middle of Titans season 3. Some people
I
are
was
still
in the middle.
catching up on season 2.
It's
man.
like
I'm watching
Visions and everything with everybody else. If you guys don't start catching up, you're gonna catch some spoilers for me.
Right?
It's like
That's
like
right.
trying to contain my excitement at Christmas, which I don't do very well. Like I can, but man, like I've already started getting Christmas presents. So
Nice.
I actually started getting them like last month, I think. Just because we've got 3 kids and it's me and my wife and my brother. So like there's a lot of people to get Christmas for. So we start early so that way we don't compound everything right at Christmas time.
Right.
And it's it's hard for me to hold the secrets of like what people are getting in because I get so excited because I've always been one of them people that I'm a very good gift giver. So I always pay attention to people and like what they like, and so yeah, I'm
See, and
always
that works
excited
out.
to see.
That works out because I'm a very good gift getter. No, I'm kidding.
There you go. Well, I need to
I-
know. Speaking of which, I kind of need to get some ideas. Everybody's going to get a little something from me for Christmas.
Oh, dude.
We
Awesome.
my wife hates buying Christmas gifts for me and wrapping them and putting them under the tree because I can 99% of the time I can guess what's in the gift.
Oh, that's just horrible boxing.
Do you like
No,
pick
you
it
ain't
up
guessing
and
what's
shake
in
it?
mine.
No.
Like-
No. She's tried to disguise stuff and I've still guessed it.
Oh no, bro. You're getting something this big in a box like this, bro, with like a brick inside of it and like some other stuff in there, and then like a bag that's got like some metal parts just to shake and make sound. Like, no, you're getting fooled.
You'll think it's like a saber or something
Yeah.
else, and then you're like, oh,
Right.
okay. It's a snow globe.
My grandparents, when I was a lot younger, they were kind of clever when it came to like the order that they would hand out gifts. Like there was one year, they got me like I don't want to say nice and make it sound expensive. It was a decent like piano keyboard. Because I'm super into music. I unfortunately don't have it anymore. But what they did was they first handed me the box, which was the power supply for it. So I opened that up and I was like, oh, what the heck is this? And then they're like, oh, you might need this for that to work.
Yeah,
And
right. And then they give you the second.
Yeah, it's so
Interesting.
clever.
I like that. Like getting a
I
lightsaber
swear.
without a blade, you know?
Man, so ooh, that's not cool. So I remember one year I got a university at UK, a University of Kentucky. I got a big UK beanbag, and my grandparents, like, to disguise it, they put it in like the shed or something because it's big and you couldn't put it in the tree. So like to disguise it, I got this present, and it was like, it was like nice little present, and it was. I mean, I was like 10, 11, so it was pretty freaking heavy. I was like, oh my gosh, like what is this? Like back then, it couldn't even have been like a game console because we're still talking like Sega, and stuff like they weren't real big and heavy yet. And so I'm like, I just like no idea what it is. So I open it up and it's a brick. It's a cinder block. And I'm like, what? Why? Like I thought this coal crap was a joke.
As I said, they ran out of coal.
Like, what is this? And so I'm like, I don't want a brick. And I like toss this. So like, pick the brick up. I'm like, I don't want to pick the brick up. I didn't want a brick for Christmas. So I picked the brick up, and there's a note on the other side of it. It's like, go look out in the shed. So, I'm like, what's out in the shed? And go out there. And yeah, of course, it's like I open the door and there's just this big beanbag sitting there all blue and white with the UK logo on. I was like, yeah. Yeah, it's like a brick. Like, what do to do with a brick?
So what is everybody's? Has anybody seen the trailer for the new Resident Evil movie?
I haven't seen it, but I saw there was one. Now, when I saw that it came out, the kids were like right next to me, so I don't want to like whatever.
It's not a Red Band trailer. So
what's not?
I was ashamed that, or I was disappointed that it wasn't a Red Band trailer, considering it's Resident Evil. So
it's true.
I don't know if I quite understand that.
Understand what?
I'm messaging a future customer.
Oh,
no, nothing. It was just He said Grayside Customs, and they suggest to get information on their new board they released a couple hours ago. There ain't nobody releasing no new boards, is there? Did I miss something?
So I actually got an email. I know
Or are
Saberforge released like a new version of their veteran board. And from the looks of what the email said, it seems like it might have smooth swing capabilities.
Interesting.
Okay.
But I think that board is gonna be like strictly for in-hill LED and not
Yeah.
NeoPixel.
Gotcha. Well, the customer, he was saying something about that, and he said something about Profi, and I was like, just in my opinion, I mean, if it ain't installed with Profi, it's empty. like seriously,
What do you
if they're
think
not
I'm
installed with Profi, they're
putting
empty.
in mine?
Except for, yeah, see, there you go. I have two. I'm not hating on any other boards, don't get me wrong. I have two. I've got this and Golden Harvest V3, and then I need to reinstall this or have somebody reinstall this. This is a Leia, and this is a LGT Leia, and it was installed before they really started running with the Profi, and it's installed with a War Sabers Neo Core board.
Oh God!
Me and you were talking about that the other night. It's not a bad board. I like it. It's you know, it's nice and loud, and like it's got good smooth swing. It just, I'm so spoiled by Profi that like, yeah, I'm way too spoiled by Profi, like completely. Like CFX is, and everybody, there's a lot of people out there who like CFX. I don't like it. Don't at all. But to me, everybody's like, oh, hey, what's up, Isaac?
Isaac.
CFX to me, people are like, oh, it's so simple, and see, Profi is simple to me, and CFX is complicated.
Really kind of just boils down to what your preference is, you know?
Does Isaac want to jump in and hang out for a bit? We always say we need to get him in here.
Be a good chance to.
And because he was late, I think he should be forced to come in and hang out with us.
Yeah, you are hereby. We were waiting for you, Isaac. Long have I waited.
Right? Isaac, I'm going to go ahead and shoot you the link.
I like, this is what I'm explaining to him. I like Profi because of the customization options that, like, I can do it myself. Like, it's not like something pre-built in a base somewhere. Like, if I want to code a style myself,
yeah,
I can do that. I wouldn't know the first thing about doing it on CFX, and don't know if that's necessarily possible. Some people do, I think. I don't quite know. But I know that it's not an open source board. And Profi is. Profi is just endless customizability.
Like, because I mean, Profi came out before CFX. You know, of course, back in that time, it was probably Teensy Saber. But the whole premise of the blade styles, the blade style editor that they used, that was pretty much what I just started learning. And it became familiar to me. I learned all the ins and outs of it. Of course, now what I do is I pretty much just get a base template from FET263's library, and then I'll just go in and change some of the parameters to be what I want.
Yeah, same here. I love that editor.
But
and to me, it just works. Fine for me.
Even though, I mean, I haven't. Yes, he said he's got all Profi, TNT, CFX, and Golden Harvest VT, but Profi is king. Yes, yes. I haven't had TNT. I've had a CFX. I've had 2 CFX sabers. I sold them both. So I won't like if somebody was to sell me a saber trio. I mean, awesome, great. You know, I'd pick it up secondhand. I'd buy one from them firsthand. It'd come right in and get right reinstalled. I just can't do it. I don't like the board. Well, I mean,
and I mean, for me, I haven't had a Profi or a Golden Harvest yet. Or Mike's got Asteria.
Asteria, I've heard is a lot like a Profi.
Those are all on my list, but compared to some of the soundboards that I do have, the CFX is brilliant compared to those.
I'll be selling a Profi Saber pretty cheap. Maybe. If I can part with it. If I can, I tend to like the sound on those Ultra Sabers, and I've been waiting all week to tell you this. So, the speaker that I showed you in my Vader is also it's the same speaker I used in my son's Ultra Saber. I went to order some more for this one and the one I've been kind of working on, and another Ultra Saber I got over here. And they're out of stock, they're back order, whatever. So I did find some Harman JBL 31mm speakers. And I know that your mic is muted, Jeff.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I didn't know.
I realized that after I said nice.
So yeah, I was like, your mic's muted. Yeah, I thought you would like that, man. Actually, this.
So Isaac and Cosmic Ape. That sounds stellar on right now. So Isaac and Cosmic Ape, I have sent both of you the links to the StreamYard. Jump in.
No, that is a 28mm JBL.
Okay.
Just
Isaac's
because
got his first CFX coming. With all the lightsabers that Isaac has had or does currently have, I'm surprised that he doesn't have a CFX.
Right. What was that? What was that? Anyways, I just heard a ding on my computer. I think it was a ding on my computer.
Yeah,
it might have been my end.
It's possible it was my end because I just plugged a SD card into my computer.
It sounds like
it might have come through my computer speakers rather than my headphones.
Like it comes through my headphones, like all of it does. So I'm like, But yeah, it just threw me off. So I did this nasty, ugly looking mess of a whatever because I'm getting ready to like literally break the chassis off and just like rip everything out and gut it. So this is the LGT Maul, and I just like chopped the end of it off and put one of those JBLs on there. Because it was only like half anyways. It was only like a half a chassis. It only went like around half the speaker. So I just like cut around it so this would set down in there instead of like the 22mm they had. But yeah, this is actually a 28mm JBL speaker, and this vibrates in my hand. Like, I mean, you can feel it. You can, as far as like a lightsaber goes, like it's got a lot of bass in it. I like it. I like a lot of the stuff in the community. Don't get me wrong, but I've always been a person that I like what I like, and there isn't a whole lot that's going to convince me Otherwise, as far as like, speakers and stuff, like I have speakers that I like to use that I've heard, tested, and messed with that I don't think I'd ever have to touch anybody in the entire community for speakers unless I just wanted to. And I like some of the speakers I've come across in the community. But I'm one of them guys that I tend to do my own thing. It's not about like not supporting so and so or not doing this or that. It's just about me finding what I like and what works best in my sabers, because whose saber is it?
Exactly.
So I want what I want in my saber. I don't care what's popular with everybody else. I want what I want. I ordered this week. I ordered a chassis connector set and the blade NeoPixel from Carl at CC Sabers. Why? Because I ordered them on Sunday, got them in the mail on Wednesday or Thursday with like 2 or 3 day time, and on top of that, they were pre-soldered, so it saves me a lot of time, and he was real quick with it.
Yeah, he's quick.
Right.
So
I ordered I think a blade plug from there once. It was like a couple of days. I was like, I got it already. It's crazy.
Right?
Actually, matter of fact, it's right here.
TCSS is real quick too.
Yeah.
I ordered this.
That's the one for your Graflex, right?
No, this one I got for I wanted an extra one. I needed one for the arc light because mine didn't come with mine. The arc light didn't come with one, so I wanted one that kind of matched, like almost looked like the one you have for the Aaron.
Yeah.
But you know how the middle of yours lights up, a little light in the middle.
You mean this one?
Yeah. So there's a little light in the middle. I don't really have a hole there, so it's just just to honestly just to get the sound rolling without having the blade in.
You could fix that with a very, very tiny drill bit.
Yeah,
I'm sure I can.
Take and drill a little hole into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you can see through the side, and all you'd have to do is just put your drill bit up.
Well, it comes out.
Just
that piece comes out.
Line it.
I just disconnected. That piece comes
does
out.
It? Okay.
So does yours, by the way. It unscrews your gold piece.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I mean, don't be afraid. Yeah, it'll come out.
Okay.
But yeah, you could.
No, I was just gonna say you can see where
Mhm.
the void is in this.
Yeah.
And all you'd have to do is just mark your drill bit with a piece of tape on how far you want it to go in.
Yeah.
So that you don't do any damage to the inside.
Is anybody familiar with Transformers? Transformers Prime Season 2?
Oh, absolutely.
Not specifically.
Okay, so
I love the first season where they had Dwayne Johnson as the voice of Cliff Jumper.
Okay. Transformers Prime Season 2, more specifically, the sounds from the Star Saber.
Okay.
Do you know what he's talking about? I'll have to watch
I think it's in the last couple of episodes where Prime faces off against Megatron. Right.
So I don't know if he's on mute. Your mic's on mute.
Oh, I'm muted. Huh. Yeah, Megatron and Optimus both have their form of the sword.
Yeah, and it's in like the last couple of episodes of season 2.
Yep.
And it might be on Netflix, Preston.
Okay. I'll definitely look into it. He's wanting he's like updating his saber. And so he's like, I'm updating my saber to, probably like getting a profit and a smooth swing and this and that. And he was asking about that. I'm like, I've done a whole lot of fonts that I didn't even think were possible. So I can work with it. If I can work with it, we'll give it a shot. And So I was wanting to ask you guys because, like, I don't. That's something I haven't watched. I haven't watched anything more than like the old cartoons, and then of course the newer movies. So, but I'm always down to give something a shot, man. And I mean, I know that there's not like, I know I'm not like speaking to a whole bunch of people right now, but anybody that's watching or anybody sees it in the future, that's one of the reasons why I don't take payments up front when I do fonts, is because I might say yeah to a font, and then when I actually get to your font, if I start looking and I can't find a lot, and I try to work and can't create nothing, like I haven't yet come across one, but I may end up one day having to be like, hey, it can't be done, at least not by me. So it's usually why I never take payment up front, because man, I don't ever know if I'd have to turn somebody down once I got to their font.
Dude, that's awesome.
Like I said, I haven't come across anything yet that I haven't been able to create myself or get a sound for. And I'll say it, my DC fonts push them bounds so hard. Oh man, there's sometimes I didn't think I'd get them done. Like, and some of the reason why some of them aren't up right now is because I take my time with them, not to rush through them, to do them properly. Because when a person is as big a DC fan as I am, if you buy a DC font, you want to be pleased with it, you know? So, right. Yeah, take my time with it.
Cool.
What's everybody working on?
Well, I was trying to see if I could find
I see you
that season 2 clip. But apparently season 2 isn't on Canadian Netflix anymore. So that sucks.
Canadian Netflix.
Yes, Canadian Netflix. It is a real.
No, I know, because of the Titans thing. That's why I said it.
Yeah, see, I saw that. When they put it on Netflix, we always get notified of stuff like that. But of course, then it's like it's not Netflix like here in America. And so, like, when I first saw it, I'm like, they didn't put that on Netflix, bro. I was just on Netflix like 10 minutes ago. Hey, yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Titans like season 1, episode like 6 or 7 or something. So, and I'm watching it on a Fire Stick, so through like a cinema thing.
Right.
And so yeah, I'm when I get a chance I watch it. But like if I'm out somewhere or something and like I have a few, like if I have a lunch break or something at work, like I can't, because I don't know, like if I'm in the middle of an app, like that's at home, so I can't really, it's not like Netflix where I could zoom anywhere. So it would have been cool, but it's all right. I find my way to watch it. I just saw the one where basically it was like the second app, Jason Todd showed up and he beat the crap out of those cops, and he was like, we don't do that, like what are you doing? And then that was the app I just finished. So that was wild. I was like, wow.
Dude, I love that episode. He did. He's like, you go, I got this. And he mows through that whole, you're talking about when he's in the parking garage, right? He just mows through those dudes.
And then the last guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The spine thing. Oh
right?
My God.
I thought that was wicked. And he's like, yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. He's like, I don't know, man. He's like, I do.
But it's so sick. It's so sick.
Okay, so I found it on YouTube, Preston. There is a clip.
Okay.
But it's got music in it. It might be hard to hear.
If I can hear it, I can try my best to make it.
There it is, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
But you can find it. Just look up TFP Optimus Prime gets the Star Saber, and it's a 4-minute clip, and it'll give you some of the sounds of it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll always toot anybody's horn who has it and can do it, because I'm not a cocky person. I actually don't have a lot of confidence in a whole lot of things. But I have a lot of confidence in my ability, my musical talent. I've always had confidence in that. It kind of runs in my family. I very much like the fact that if I can hear something, if I can figure out my best way to recreate it, I will. Like, I will do the absolute very best that I can to recreate the sound that you hear, because sometimes clips like that have so much music intertwined that you can't like pull out what you need without getting tons of music behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Really hard with Aquaman. Really hard with Aquaman. I did it, but man.
And I mean, I've told you this in conversations many times. I've told Forrest, I admire everything that you guys do and the hard work that you put in, because I am nowhere near that skilled or talented with a computer. And I applaud Mike for diving in there and giving her a go with the way he is.
It's definitely not
Like
easy.
it's you guys deserve a lot more respect than you get as font makers.
Yeah, Forrest is he's a great font maker. Well, everybody at Repulse, man, we have. There's so many good and talented font makers in the community, but we have some of the best at Repulse. And it's not to, and that's not to say that anybody else isn't as good. I'm not saying that. I will never, ever, 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 ever put anybody down to make myself feel better or lift myself up. It's not how I work.
Well, and I mean that's the thing is every font maker in the community, whether they've been doing it 20 years, 10 years, 6 months, 2 months, whatever. I have respect for every single one of those individuals. I'm just honored to be able to call Fours, Link, yourself, and Mike friends that are font makers.
For sure, dude.
Like, I'm humbled and honored to have you guys that are font makers as friends.
Thanks, man.
Wow,
we always appreciate
more than friends. More than friends.
Yeah, you guys are definitely an extended family,
right?
Yeah, man.
And I mean, we've also got some really talented installers in the group too.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, Jeremy. So I mean, it's always humbling to hang out with you guys, because
I can install. I just haven't dipped in too far to that yet. And then I feel like you guys will end up coming to me, because it's like the same way I am with my fonts. I share those like anybody else would with their friends. Like, I share fonts with people. I share fonts with people a whole lot. The installs, like I said, man, I it may not be this one, but I've got an idea, because I've got a black one, and I may end up selling the black one. I may end up installing it and selling it. And like, if I sell a Saber, I'm probably gonna sell it for the parts I've got in it.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to make nothing off of it. I'm really trying to install some and kind of build up a portfolio. And maybe a year or two down the road, I'll start being an actual installer too, and maybe taking on a few install commissions once in a while. But I'm very iffy about dealing with people. So mostly it's just something I'm just doing for myself right now.
And
no, we're gonna be sharing some thoughts and some ideas, Chris. I'm ready to do what we were talking
man
about.
in the house.
Real quick, I just want to like kind of toot my own horn here.
Did you get it?
On this?
Did you get it?
On this chassis that I made? On this chassis that I designed? I got this stuff flush in there. Recharge port, flush. The board is flush except for, the port and the buttons. Yeah.
Thank you, Isaac. We appreciate your support. Dude, that chassis is clean. I love how flush everything is. Like, I love the design when you sent it to us. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow, we're getting some great comments.
Exactly. I feel the same way, Joel. I really do. When I started talking to Forrest and Link, and Link extended the invitation to join you guys at Repulse, I was pretty honored, man, because when I first got into the community and started getting on YouTube and looking up, custom sounds, like you would like the main two people that I saw when I was looking at custom lightsaber fonts were Link and Kyberphonic. So those guys were, pretty famous to me, as far as like famous in the community go. And so when Link reached out, it's like, oh yeah, man, like these guys are like veterans and like well-known guys and like trying to take me under their wing. And yeah, it's just, it is great because like I remember learning about Forrest shortly before he joined up on Repulse. And then, yeah, it's just, I like being at Repulse. There's a lot of good guys there.
Well, and I mean, I learned about Forrest through him doing a live stream. And he just seemed like a genuinely awesome guy. I think you were on there, Mike, and Aaron.
It's probably like my first one.
Probably, and then I reached out to Forrest and got introduced to everybody and got introduced to Brandon, and it was great. And then it just like snowballed from there. And you just have this like huge network of people you can talk to and go to for advice or ask questions or like Chris Selman, check your Instagram inbox.
Yeah, I heard of Forrest when I first got this baby, and Fonts by Forrest, right? When he made Negotiator one, Negotiator incomplete, and yeah, that was cool. And then when he like messaged me, I was like, what? Is this the same guy? And I'm like, all right. He's literally just like, hey, we're live in like 10-15 minutes. It was like 2 hours. He's like, you want to join us? And I'm like, yeah. I don't care what I'm doing. And that's that. And I think my wife and I, like, we had like a movie night planned or something. And she was like, oh yeah, no, babe, do that. She's like, I understand. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. Thanks for understanding.
Well, and it's funny because my wife was like, oh yeah, go ahead. And now it's like, you have another stream?
Every
Seriously?
night?
She's like,
every night.
So
what's going on?
It's gone from every 2 weeks to now every week. And
yeah,
she's like, really?
I know.
And then when we have to do like, when Mike and I have to record or we have to do pre-screen, she's like, seriously? Like, one isn't enough this week? You've got to do more than one? And I'm like, sorry.
It's in the same night.
So, right. So, I got the talking to earlier because of the new microphone. I got it to stream with, and I know when we're streaming, there's other people talking and other stuff going on. So it's not so bad like hearing something a little bit in the background. But when I'm doing a font demo, like, man, this thing will pick up everything, like everything. And I'm like, babe, you need to turn your TV down. And she's like, I can barely hear it now. I'm like, no, you need to like not hear it at all.
Right.
I'm like, if you can hear it, the mic can hear it. She's like, that's ridiculous. You're all the way in there in the other room. And I'm like, it can still, it just picked it up. I was like, I did a lightsaber. I tried to just see what a demo would sound like. And it sounded like a party was going off at my house. And my TV is on like 15 and hers is on like 8. And it sounds like, because we have 2 TVs. Yes, we settled this debate of what to watch. She has TV and I have TV, so I can do whatever.
Right.
But it's pretty neat, his and her setup. But yeah, man, it was so low you couldn't barely hear them even standing in here. But yeah, my microphone picked it up like it was a party. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, she gave me that talking to.
Isaac,
I didn't know.
Isaac, you're an honorary suspect. You're in the comments so often that you're an honorary suspect.
Yeah. I'm still amazed I talked to you this last thing. Right.
See, and it's funny because, I mean, us nerds get a bad rap. Right? Just from the world in general. I mean, everybody looks at the stuff that we do and the stuff that we're into as like the guys from the Big Bang Theory that can't get a girlfriend to save their lives, but like 99% of us are married and have kids. Like, sorry, it happens.
It's... I think it's nuts because, like you said, you know, people kind of, what's up, River? People kind of look at us that way, like, regardless, it's like, oh, like a bunch of nerds, but like, you go out in public and you take a lightsaber with you, and you take something like a test blade with you, so you don't just have just the hilt there with you. You know, you take and you have a little setup, and then like people are like, you know, look at it, and especially if it's a cannon, and people are like, "Oh, is that a lightsaber?" And you're like, "Yeah," and then you know it's like a really nice toy, and then people really lose their minds when you turn it on and it's like choo, and it, you know, it lights all the way up the blade and all the smooth sleeves, and people go nuts, and it's like, now you understand why I enjoy my hobby.
Oh yeah, that is literally how I got my nickname on base, the lightsaber guy. As it started out, I would just have my lightsaber with me pretty much anywhere I went. Take it to work, bar on base, and you know, it would start out that way. There'd be one person that says, "Hey, is that a lightsaber?" Be like, "Yeah, I actually," or I would say, "Yeah, it is." And they'd be like, "Oh, cool. Where'd you get it?" I tell them, "Oh, well, I actually built it." And they're like, "Oh, no way." I'm like, yeah, and in my opinion, it's actually better than what they do at Galaxy's Edge. They start getting all skeptical, and then I turn it on, show them NeoPixel, the smooth swing, blows their mind.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, buddy?
Not much, man.
Cameron!
Working. You know how it go. How's it going, guys?
It is going, man.
My wife
Lady
says
Jess.
hi.
Hey.
How's it going?
Hello there.
Oh, look, there he
Whoa,
is.
look at that.
Look at that guy.
Hang out.
Look at that guy.
Chris.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing okay.
What's going on?
I'm here hanging. Look, trying to figure out. I grabbed the wrong saber, I think. Trying to find a certain font.
What font are you trying to find?
It's when I find it, I'll let you know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to be on the quiet side. Let me see.
Was it this one?
Which one?
Oh, just like Kylo Ren yelling.
That's what I'm talking about. Isaac says he's married 29 years with 3 daughters, and all his girls
No.
and lightsabers.
I didn't put it on this
I
thing.
gotta get my wife a lightsaber.
I'm very bad.
I've
So-
got her. I've got my wife a lightsaber. I've got to get her. I've got to get it etched for her.
I
You
think
know-
I saw in the background there the Cal Kestis one. Preston. I thought I did. When you were up on full screen.
Oh, probably.
Correct?
Yeah,
This one?
not
the
that
same one I'm working on.
The top one. Yeah.
Oh, this one.
I saw that one quick. Right away I saw it.
Oh yeah, mine's coming in on Tuesday.
Nice.
Yeah. See, yeah, this was the brown one, and this was all weathered up. Yeah. This was the brown one. This is all weathered up. This is powder coated. It's not like a wrap or anything.
Oh,
He did
okay.
it to look like a wrap. And this looks really close to how it looked in the game.
Definitely looks like a wrap. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I love it. I can't wait to, compliment them together.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
I
got?
want to install it.
Stormtrooper.
I really do.
And
There you
Oh,
go.
nice. There it is.
If all goes well with my Zepho install, me and Preston kind of worked out that I would install his first.
I don't know how you can wear that helmet.
You know what? I was thinking about taking this to the range, but you really can't see anything out of it.
Yeah,
My
but
first crystal chamber install is
that's
gonna
why
be spectacular.
that's
That's
why
why they miss.
stormtroopers suck.
Yeah.
They're bad shots. It's because they can't see out their helmets.
Did somebody say they were also working on Ogdo?
No,
I have an Ogdo.
no, he
But
said Zepho.
I'm not working
Oh,
on
Zepho. Oh, okay.
that's
Yeah, I have one that I'm working on right now. I'll show you guys
Zepho,
in
yes,
just a
it's gonna
second.
be working on.
What do you got, Cameron?
So, got custom pieces of a chassis that I custom designed myself. It's just one of the rough mock-ups that I've got going on right now, but I'll at least throw all the pieces on it real quick.
I'm excited for Halloween.
Yeah, I am too.
So this is what I've got going on right now.
Nice.
It's got one of the Noah marbles in there.
I
With
guess I could have shown that without the crystal wood.
it's got one of the pixel rings on the inside, holding the actual marble, and it'll light up the whole thing.
Where the pixel where you get that at?
Got some. I got the pixel ring from Kim from Kim's Cantina on Etsy.
Okay.
He makes absolutely amazing PCBs, and he's got a wide selection of them too. So I did custom design all the way around, and I haven't done this one yet, but I did do some black wash weathering on this one. Let me see if I can turn on my camera light here.
I was gonna say you need a light on your camera.
Oh, I got one. It's just I didn't have it turned on, but this.
Oh, there you go.
This is
Yeah.
it all done up with the weathering, and that one's there for comparison.
That's neat.
Yeah, dude, that's sweet.
So, and then what I'm doing with the pommel is I actually printed out a clear piece here with one of the pixel rings in it as well, which will light up the whole pommel once I go ahead and get pieces of that drilled out for light to peer through.
Nice.
But
That'll be
that's
sweet.
one of my current projects. I have quite a few of them going on right now.
Cool.
Since
So what-
since he Oh, go ahead.
So what's new? What's new in the Selman household?
I'm busy.
Well, you're always busy.
So that's one. That's 2. Then I got like 3 more that I'm building.
What are those crystal chambers? Your camera.
Yeah, this is my custom CCs that we do.
Very nice.
So,
do you make those?
And I just kind of go to town when I make them. So
I was gonna say, do you make those for people? Like, because I need something for this Star Killer, man. I told you I'm gonna be reaching out to you about that.
I also
what Star Killer was that?
The SKIG.
Yeah, same. I got the same one.
Chambers?
I also will need stuff.
Did you see the one that I did on TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah, that was what I did is I modified the existing chamber for that one, and I've got. I'm not saying that I have a few. I've got like a couple more I got to build.
Except I ain't saying that I have a few, but I got
Nice.
Tell me you have. Tell me you have a bunch of lightsabers, Chris, without telling me you have a bunch of lightsabers.
Dude, I can't move the camera right now, but I have a box stack on my right hand side of Veracity Lab MOMs that is taller than.
That sounds nice.
Wait, I think it just.
But I didn't get the ones that I wanted. But I wanted to share something. I was going over our MK1 emitter, right? And because Romans has a really nice emitter for it, but it has to be a cup style, and I'm really not a fan of recessed blades because then you got to make each blade for each hilt, and most of my customers don't want that, so I don't like them. Plus, you also have there's huge issues where you can have delamination or because you got to glue the PCB up inside the blade, and a lot of people don't know how to glue polycarbonate, and most glues don't attach to it. There's many things, but anyway, I don't have a Romans here, but so there's a groove in the center. I kind of halved this one when I designed it. I wanted it to have over 1 inch of blade depth. So looking at the actual balance pipe, Romans really did a really nice job, but his is wrong. It's just different. He did it his way, which is great. It's just not what it should be. So I found out that the lip actually has a cup to it. It comes back up to the center, and I believe that's for sealing because you've got it's a fuel flat surface, so it's machined into it so that it diffuses the fuel or atomizes the fuel. So I'm looking at it, and I was at the machine shop today, and we were looking at the actual. I got a hole of an actual DeWitt 16-hole balance pipe, and we were really kind of going over it, and I'm like, huh. So our next Mark II, I guess if you're going to call it, is going to have the addition to that little hoop coming into it.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that. And then we have our Revan that's going to be prototyped real soon.
Awesome.
So we should have a Revan hopefully prototype before the end of the year. It's going to be the Darth Revan, not the Chris. And then,
well, you, I'm gonna be reaching out to you hopefully soon to do an Obi-Wan for me. So
anytime.
That's cool, dude.
So,
sounds exciting, man.
So if you check this out, this is the standard Rudy Pando crystal chamber holder, like crystal holder, right? You see, I kind of machined the top of this to give it some sort of feel because this is what you get when you get the kit. And this is just a brass fitting that he puts in there. Trying to get it in the camera, like, ooh, you can see it. It's just an angle piece brass fitting that's threaded into an aluminum ferrule.
Right.
So I've been turning them down on a lathe to give them some sort of, look like there's something more than just something you can get at a hardware store.
Right.
So, and I don't dislike the holders. I really like the ones that Stoke came up with. They're kind of neat, Yeah, I'm building back-to-back MK1s too. I've got like 5 of them here. I came home from driving and I've got like a stack of boxes. Everybody sent me stuff, so I'm in Today I was finishing up a retaining wall because I'm waiting on batteries. I've got like 3 batteries left.
Right.
So the batteries. And the MK1s, you can't fit right now with the Rudy Pando setup, you can't fit a 18650 in it. And guys do it, but they're not using 22 gauge wire. They're using really thin wire, and I'm not a fan of that. I like to use the heavy stuff. So what were we talking about before we came on to the? I had to show you. That's what I bought in Florida, by the way. The Stormtrooper helmet.
Nice.
Oh, awesome.
That was
I gotta get something when I go down there.
It was
There's going to be a lot of something bought while we're all down in Florida.
Well, bring a whole suitcase.
Blues,
yeah.
Blues Brother was saying that he had at one time had a Force Unleashed Emperor with lightning coming out of his hands.
Right.
And a friend of mine, you know the one I'm talking about? He's like, his eyes are all lit up. Anyway, it's really cool action figure. So a friend of mine's got a shop down there. He used to work for Disney, and I'm trying to get into his man cave. Not that sounds like really phallic, but the guy. So what happened? I'll give you a quick story. This is really like me becoming me. So we're talking, and he worked at Disney. He was a prop guy. Right, he worked on the animatronics at Disneyland, and right before COVID hit, he was still working there, and they had celebration that was going to happen that didn't happen because of COVID.
Right.
One of the things that he got was a huge stack of instructions on how to build a Han Solo in carbonite.
Nice.
So, and it had to be exact. Because Harrison Ford was going to be there. They wanted to do this unveil of the ride and during celebration. And so, long story short is they don't do it. And Disney says, destroy it. So Mike says, okay, destroy it means it goes in the back of my pickup truck and it goes home with me. And it's destroyed. It will never see the light of day. So he has this in his house, and I want to see it in the worst way. He's also got a massive Star Wars collection of I'm going to say the antique version, but the actual carded original stuff. And he just got a collection in that he just bought. It had every droids figure released in boxes, including all of the ships for droids, including all of the action figures for Ewoks that were released, including all of the ships that were released for Ewok.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Not touched.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. And that he's got, and with that set was Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. And some of the Return of the Jedi was the Trilingo boxes, which they're worth some money depending on what they are. And so I went there in hopes of buying a couple Black Series because I collect Black Series. And I walked in there and the box was damaged. And I was like,
hey guys, sorry, I gotta head out. Sorry.
Have a good night, man.
It was nice
bro.
hanging out with y'all.
Go see Bond and then Venom.
Venom.
See you guys.
Night, brother.
We'll talk tomorrow, Mike.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Catch you guys.
See you, bud.
So that's my I'm gonna take my wife out to go see Bond and then Venom. I really want to see Ghostbusters.
So that's what I was thinking of. If I'm not mistaken, The Matrix gets it round out the end of the year with the new Matrix movie, right? Ain't that right?
I think so. They're going to reboot it, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah, I believe it. No. It's basically
it's a continuation.
It's like the fourth movie in the installation, but it's I would say it's kind of a half reset in a sense from what the premise. Like it seems as though it kind of was a loop, kind of going back through though.
I'm just gonna let the movie tell itself because trailers are misleading, and if it's anything, especially either one of the Wachowskis, both of them together, or either one of them, which is the one doing this, man, they're elusive like that. They'll make you think one thing, and then I'm really interested to see how everything ties together. I can't wait. I can't wait for all the stuff that's just coming. Star Wars, not Star Wars, it doesn't matter. I'm a nerd, and I love it.
I haven't watched Visions. I refuse to. But
I haven't either.
But I have watched Titans, and I'm all caught up with Titans again. I'm not saying a word.
Don't tell me about yesterday's.
Yeah,
you gotta watch.
I haven't seen
No, I ain't saying a word.
Or tonight's episode, last night's episode.
Last night, I sat down. So I got mad because I knew this was going to come up. I sat down an hour before the live stream, and I'm like, "All right, bro, we're going to watch Titans." So because we always bring it up, and I don't want to be the one that hasn't seen it, so we can't talk about it. And what? Lo and behold, my wife, out of nowhere, is like, "Hey, I'm going to start talking and not shut up." And I'm like. So I like 15 minutes into the episode, I turned it off and was just like, whatever. Because she was, I missed so much. Just I was trying, because I'm not trying to be rude, but it's like you waited till now to. You've been here like all day, all afternoon.
Legit. Why is it that you can sit in the same room all day, not say a single word?
Yes.
Complete silence in the room, and the minute you turn on something you want to watch.
On top of it, like I said before, we have we have two TVs that are separated by a shelf. That is probably is a little bit wider than this one right here, and then there's two TVs on either side of it. Why can't you just watch your show and let me watch my Titans? Because now I feel bad because I'll have to wait probably till tomorrow because it's something I watch with my brother. So I'll probably have to wait till tomorrow before I watch it, and that sucks. It's like The Flash. I sweat it in like and then in November, Flash comes back with the 5-part Armageddon. Oh yeah.
See, I feel all left out over here, not being a DC fan like that.
What's DC got, or what's Marvel got coming up live action? Besides the Eternals that's come out.
Tons.
You got Spider-Man.
You got Spider-Man.
That's the one I was trying to think of. Was Hawkeye? It's coming out like kind of before Christmas. It's got
coming out in November.
Yep. I believe the week after Thanksgiving. Not sure though.
Nice. I like that. Don't you have Groot? I Am Groot. Isn't that going to be a movie?
Oh
no,
yeah.
There's going to be the holiday special, but I believe it's the full Guardians though.
Well, there's the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, but there's also an I Am Groot TV series.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that, actually.
Yeah. Is it going to be like a cartoon animated, or is it going to be like
Tell me more, Cameron. Tell me more.
I'll be right back. I got something to show you.
Did you watch the finale of What If?
Oh, yeah.
How epic was that? You missed that?
I haven't watched any of What If, so.
Oh my God, you got to watch What If.
What If is tying into everything because you got Loki, and then you got What If, and then you're gonna have the Spider-Man movie, which is gonna really mess up everything.
You're gonna have the Spider-Man movie, and then you're gonna have
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange into the multiverse of madness.
Yeah.
I did read somewhere they had planned on doing a spin-off from What If that focused on T'Challa's character, whoever he plays in What If, that was going to feature Chad Boseman before he passed. There was going to be like a spin-off to that for him.
Well,
he did like 4 episodes of What If before he passed away.
Yeah. Yeah, and there were, like I said, there was plans, I guess, for there to be a spinoff with him in it on top of, Black Panther too, and so that really sucked. That really did.
It did.
It's look what happened with Carrie Fisher, right? I mean, Carrie passing was horrible too. I mean, we all knew she had problems, but it's it's one of those things. It's inevitable. We're all going to go sometime. It's just, unfortunately, I know as I'm wearing a bandana, I kind of look like I went to therapy, but I do have hair underneath it.
I like when they're able to. Go ahead.
And I mean, it's a sad realization for Chris and I, who are older. When you see a cast picture of Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Mark Hamill, Peter Mayhew, and Kenny Baker, and you look at that photo, and Mark Hamill and Harrison Ford are the only two from that photo that are still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right? It makes me feel really old when I see that.
Yeah.
I feel old when I see a lot of stuff anymore, and it's not good. Excuse me.
But
hold on. We're lightening up the subject.
So
this is something else I'm working on.
This is what I want to. This is mine. It's all nice and pretty and empty.
This is somebody, and that just fell.
Well, it looks good. Yeah.
You know what it is, right? This is the Goth Master or Sith Lord chassis.
Right.
For the Romans. So it's
nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a project. Not that bad of a project, but I'm going to put a lot of LEDs in it, so it's going to be pretty interesting. It's got an OLED here, and then the battery doors open, and you have a battery box here for an 18. And then, like I said, it's going to be a unique.
Right. There's some dope chassis coming out. What do you got, Preston? What did you want to show off?
Oh, I was just saying that was my. I was just showing my Star Killer. Saying that's what something I wanted to show earlier. Well, it's just an empty Star Killer. I need some tips on weathering it though, because I want to take some weather. I want to weather this. But this is
blow me up.
But
blow you up, and I'll give you some. Or text me tomorrow, and I'll go over some stuff with you.
Okay.
Because what I do is a little bit different, but I on that one that I did, which it's packaged up, it's in a box ready to go to like another country. I got about 30 sabers from this one customer that they keep sending me. He keeps sending me stuff to ship to him. This one This one I have to fix. I don't know who installed it, but it's got a button issue. So I go over everyone that he sends me, and then I.
Is that this hill?
Yeah, same hill.
Yeah, so you got I wonder who installed that Zeppo. Them look, it's got those little bitty KR saber switches in it, don't it? Them little bitty.
Yeah, and I think we're shorting out on the metal.
Right.
Then I
don't know why I didn't show it to y'all like this earlier instead of showing it with it on, but that's what it looks like.
That looks nice.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
That's what it looks like when it's off. It's like pink. And my camera, it's a great webcam, but it doesn't, like, when you get closer to it, it just gets fuzzy.
That's not good.
That's why I don't like
I
it.
forgot.
But this is one of Noah Drew's orbs here recently that he did, and it's like pink like, but it's got gold. He blew real gold into the glass. It's really, really beautiful, and I wish my camera would show it in like all picturey goodness and stuff. But yeah, I'll be posting some pictures eventually. I've been busy trying to work on fonts and stuff, getting caught up because my very next release, Wonder Woman is finished minus the quotes, and then I'm gonna Wonder Woman is finished minus the quotes, and then it'll be up. The very next font after that that's coming is Freddy. I've been so busy I haven't had a chance to like show those off and stuff this week.
I don't know if my camera will do this justice, but that's actually green.
I see the green.
Yeah, it's
how cameras just don't do justice. It sucks.
It's I shaped that from a huge chunk of green fluorite. And I mean like a huge chunk. Because that's what I do when I make these. I don't buy crystals that are actually, like to shape. I spend days with diamond bits shaping them, polishing them, and then to get them to where they're right. And it's like, and then you got to mount them together and try to figure out if they're going to be touching or how close they're going to come, and you want to put some distance between them. And I was thinking too, I'm going to do it on the next round of these, but I'm going to put something in the middle here, like almost like a round ring to catch, with like points going up and points going down, with greebles going up and down. So it's almost like a focusing point. And we were discussing that too, because I wanted, I don't like to keep everything the same. We started off with these really, really thick fins, and then now we're down to the half thickness on these. So I like to keep them, the kits have evolved. So I want to keep them moving, I guess capitalizing current trends, if that makes any sense. I love you, Jeff.
Jeff Maul, y'all.
Jeff Maul, y'all. I like that.
I love that.
I've had this for like 3 years and I've yet to install it.
Wow. Man, there was somebody had one for sale today, and man, if I had somebody give me $100 on loan, I'd have straight picked it up because it's about how much I need right now. I'm running on the broke side. But man, if I had about an extra $100, I'd have picked somebody was selling a Darth Maul, a DM1 today, empty. I think it was, and yeah, man.
I got the chassis print out for that and everything. I just have yet to install it. I installed so many of them for Corbant that I really like. I'm kind of frazzled. I want to do something different.
The funny thing about this whole thing right now is Johannon's not even paying attention.
No, he's on his own page.
He is so deep into it.
I'm telling you, when I install savers, I just get into the zone.
That's me, man. Like nothing else. Like I might have a YouTube video going on or something like that, like as background noise.
Basically this. Like you guys are basically my podcast I'm listening to.
Yep, just something to keep background noise. But
you're in the presence of a Sith Lord.
I see that.
What's he gonna show?
The Halloween episode is going to be so epic.
Oh, heck yeah. I can't wait.
The Halloween episode of
The Scream. We're going to have like costume changes and
I'm seriously considering cutting all of my hair, getting contacts, the eye contacts, and painting my face in Maul.
Dude, go for it.
If I can find actual decent paint, because Maul is the paint. The paint itself is pretty easy, but I want like real face stuff. And if I can find that and the contact, the not contacts, but the lenses, if I can find the eyes, then I'll probably do it. I don't care to be bald. It's fine. It happens. Because that's the thing. If I do it, I mean, I'll shave everything and do it. Like, I don't care. Y'all might deal with a bald dude with a hat on the live stream, maybe. But he said say Kenobi. He said say Kenobi like Maul.
Kenobi.
I'll do it. I'll do it on the Halloween episode, Joel.
Right.
You shave that beard off, and I'll cut my hair off, all of it.
That's not happening.
So
I like your hair too much to shave my beard off.
as long as this guy right here is still planning it, he's going to be releasing a Jason Voorhees font alongside my Freddy.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, I've already started working on it. Got the general idea of it going on, and it's going to be pretty terrifying.
Nice.
I'm so glad I've got the mic because now I wish I took Freddy off of my saber earlier. The piece that I've got that I demoed for you guys that I sent y'all and whatever. But yeah, I love that. I've been playing with it all week when I can. It's complete enough to swing around. You don't clash it. You don't have any blasters, but it comes on, it hums, and it swings. That's nice. I'm excited for it, man.
Chris, you missed. Did you catch the part of the stream where Mike's working on another font?
Yes.
No, I came in right as I hit you up because I was me and my wife got into the Lord of the Rings again, and so we're doing the Lord of the Rings. We binge watched the 3 extended versions yesterday, and then today we started the Hobbit extended version.
There you go.
So just so that you're aware, we've tossed around the idea between the bunch of us.
The Jawa Otini complete?
No. About when you're talking about watching.
Yeah, I remember now.
When you're talking about watching movies,
yeah,
we're probably gonna do a private StreamYard where we all get on StreamYard and then watch Revenge of the Sith.
Yes. Dude, let's go.
Dude, that'd be fun.
Have it playing.
Is it going to be a rated G one, or because then I won't be invited?
No. It's not going to be like we're not going to broadcast it. It's just going to be a private StreamYard.
Oh, then definitely I could be me, and then I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be his R-rated self, and not have to worry about it.
he can be Red Band Tillman.
Yeah. We
Right now he has to be a blue band trailer. He can be a red band trailer when we do a private StreamYard.
You know,
this is crazy.
I'm trying to think of something like witty to come back, but I can't. It's too late.
It's too late at night. I can't be witty any longer.
No, I'm. You know, it's I'm going to get on this. Did you see? Because you remember Russell Wade Sabers, right? He created that one, and
which one?
That one saber that he worked in conjunction with a couple people with. And there's another one coming out, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I'll give you a hint. My sister's company, mate.
No. Okay, so that is you're talking about the Master Sentinel and Cal Saber. Apparently, Cal was working on that for a while, and they look kind of similar, but then there's a lot of differences. And before going through with a lot of things, Russell spoke to Cal.
I know.
Yeah, it's they're like, I feel like it's like a different saber that's like a sister, if that's
Right.
correct way to say that.
At least it's better than the Vedas Vault version. You know, if I could say that. I get banned again.
Banned
Yeah.
from.
I get banned. I'm banned from
Let
them
me say that
forever.
again.
Chris is banned from everything.
Everything Vedas Vault, they don't like me.
Well, we love you.
I'm
Well,
the number
yeah,
one.
we
I'm the number one on their hate parade.
Look,
Uh,
they everybody's got a friend that's their a-hole. It's
Yeah.
either you or me, buddy. It's either you or me. But
Nah.
between us both, we're probably our friend's a-hole. I'm telling you.
It's, you know, if that's the case, then so be it. You know, I mean,
That's okay.
I can only do the right thing for people, and if they don't want to see it,
I can't see it all the way over there. It looks like a bowl of chicken all the way over there. Oh,
that's one. Do you realize it takes 3 days to get these suckers to be weathered the way I like them? Like the grenade takes 3 days.
So, this is a great idea, Cam. This is what we should do. Look, so I should weather this, and then if I don't like it, you should trade me your clean one.
That's fine.
Which one?
I got 3 of them.
Like, I don't think that I would not like it, but in case I do, I need a backup so I can replace it back to like the original version. If I'm like, I don't like that, like somebody just needs to trade me a clean one.
Cheetos born.
Because I will so weather this. Like, I want to. I really want to. I really want to pull up some pictures on my computer, set in here at my desk. I've got fans. I can get, some ventilation going. I got a window right here. I can weather it right here. And if I can get it looking
I wouldn't
good.
recommend it.
Well, no, actually, Illuma Black has really no odor to it other than a slight sense of phosphorus. And if you're going to do what I'm going to tell you to get the copper on it, it really has no odor too. You just need a 12-volt battery, and you're going to need something a little more powerful than your daddy's buffing wheel. Because, like, I don't know if you could see it back there. Here, let me see if I can get out of the way. See that big wheel right there on that 5 horsepower snap-on grinder? We'll walk back. This thing.
Yeah.
Okay. When you weather, when you put the copper on it, right? The copper sulfate, and you get a copper coating on it, it's going to look like Jeff's beard when it comes out of the water in the solution.
So gorgeous.
Yeah, it's going to look very, very smooth and silky. But you want to take that stuff off. You're going to have to take it off. So you clean it off, and then at that point it's going to be black and weathered looking. Then a little bit of rouge on a big buffing wheel, and you'll polish it right down. Now the great thing with the Star Killer is you don't want clean. You want dirty, beat up, weathered nastiness.
Thanks for hanging, Joe. Take care, brother.
So that's going to be the key to it, and turning up the voltage kind of gets you that. So you want to keep it around 6 volts,
right?
And I use an old farm tractor battery for my lawnmower, and
nice.
And it's dead, so it doesn't really have enough amperage to really do damage.
Right.
You can blow apart aluminum really easy. You could hook enough amperage through it.
So this brings me to my next segue,
which is
I think it was Ian and I were talking, and you and him had kind of been talking about doing a live stream with people doing installs.
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Look, we're all sitting here too.
Right.
Because when we do
so
it, like,
we're gonna
pretty much
set
all
that
gonna be
up.
learning an install.
We're
talking
gonna
about
set that up, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna try and get Jeremy involved. So there's gonna be the 4 of you guys doing installs, and hopefully Jeremy
Mr.
from Moon.
Moon.
Mr. Moon.
Yes.
So I can go, hey,
and then
hello,
I
hey.
will
How you hey?
I will be the moderator, and we'll
It's not
just
gonna
like
It's
we'll
not going to
just
be
advertise it.
PG-13. We're going to have to make it nasty, because you got to remember, people are going to be soldering and winding and grinding.
Yep.
They're going to cut their fingers, and I'm not holding back if I cut my finger. I'll tell you that right now. If I slice my finger open like I did the other day, I'm going to be screaming like a girl.
Right.
And there's going to be a lot of profanity coming out. I will tell you that.
Well, and see, but having me on as the moderator, we can still try and keep it somewhat PG-13, because if something like that happens, I can just do this.
Well, you have to put.
I could just mute your mic.
No.
No. No. Don't. You say no, but I say yes. No, we need to set that up, and that way, I can watch. We'll advertise it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, or not YouTube, Facebook. Get it out there so that if people want to learn how to install from Preston and Aaron and Chris and Cameron and Jeremy, or have any questions for you guys about installs, I can kind of control or watch the comments for the questions and read them out to you guys, and you can answer them as need be. And
no, I like that idea. No, one of the things that, because I know I do things differently than other people, and other people do things differently than other people, and so forth down the line. It's one of the things that I think when I ran the guys over at Corbant was, there's many ways of doing things, but I mean, for them, when I was there, our goal was to try to make it uniform. But when you have a head of a company that doesn't have a clue on how to install anything, it's really hard to make things uniform.
Right.
So it was a fight all the time. And I'm not, I'm like the big bully dog. You don't want to fight me. You know what I mean? Because I'll win. And so we started getting more uniform, because everybody in the group wanted it uniform. The 10 guys that was installing under me, they wanted, certain color wires, and we did. We said, okay, you're going to use this color wire, and everybody had an oddball color. So you have your usual reds, blacks, whites, yellows, blues, and then somebody had a different color. So this way, I knew who installed that, even though I probably knew who installed it anyway. But okay, that's got a purple wire on it. It's Eric. This has got a green wire on it. That is so and so. And that's why it's kind of funny, because I mean, over the years I've been accused of different things, and I'm not bringing that into it. But the fact is, I can look at the Saber, and I can tell you who built it, because I know whose colors were what. Even the chassis were color coordinated, because at one time I was printing all the chassis for everybody. So I would paint each chassis a different color for whoever it was. So if it was going to so-and-so, it would be red. So-and-so would be silver. So-and-so would be gold. So-and-so would be black. And that was the whole, premises of trying to get 10 people to actually do something the same way each time. And that's one of the things I honestly have to say, that if you look at Vader's Vault's installs, their older ones might not be the super cleanest of them all, but everything is the same wiring, the same inches, the same this, the same that, the same. Everything is spec'd out. You know what I'm saying? And when you start doing installs that way, you don't have to think. Although I have to think about recharge ports, because That's like my kryptonite. I will mess up a recharge port. I don't know why. I'm looking right at a schematic, a freaking visual. I know what my colors of my wires are, and I still wind up flipping the freaking grounds, and it doesn't. And I don't know why. I can't. My brain. I could wire up 3 crystal chambers, have flashers do whatever they want, and have an OLED screen and have no problems with any of it except the recharge port. 2 wires. 2 stupid wires. I flip every time.
Right.
Don't know why.
Hey, Chris. So I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see this. This is a little like
micro switch.
RGB switch to NeoPixel adapter. I was wondering if you have ever used one of these, and if so, you have any tips.
It's an RGB switch NeoPixel adapter.
Yeah, so there's the 3 pads that go to NeoPixel side, and then on the other side of the black chip, there's 4 pads for a common anode RGB switch or RGB LED, kind of like this.
Okay. So that's sitting underneath it and it's lighting the ring out, is what I'm assuming?
Yes, and essentially I'll be able to control it with blade styles similarly. Of course, it'll be just 1 pixel.
Right.
What so what do you so what board are you using?
Profi.
Okay. So you're gonna wire that to data 2 and then program data 2 to mirror data 1?
Yes, it will. I'll have it operating as essentially a separate blade, so I can have it do kind of its own thing if I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the pixel is going to be pretty much independent of the switch.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Hold that thought, both of you.
Kentucky Kryptonite.
So
Kentucky
this seems
Kryptonite.
like a good place to cut it off and start the after party. So on behalf of the Kentucky Kryptonian, Robo Frets, Jakku of the Junk Traders, Lord Reaver, and myself, Jedi Knight Jeff, thank you so much for watching, and have a good night.
Night, guys.
Good night, everybody.